here we go. Last time I played, I was fighting Lord Almudrea and Nesmond, and she murdered me. Like, the dragon started spamming this attack and it killed me. I didn't have any headliners on deck, so I couldn't recover my party, and I was so pissed, I just said screw it. Because something told me to go buy some headliners, but I thought, well, I'm 2 levels, you know, above 30. I should be okay, but man, wrong. So I did some training off screen, which got me up to level 33, and we're doing a lot better now. We're only like a quarter into the fight. I meant to record it before I got to her, but I wasn't paying attention. I was like, oh snap, I didn't start, you know, doing it live. Damn. So here we are. But it's all good though, because the boss isn't dead, and again, it's only a quarter to the fight. So with that being said, I'm going to keep my party CP up, which is, you know, cure points, and Murphy. Actually, we were like in the third fight. She glad you still had that first bar. I see that. It's really not playing. So, I'm going about pretty fast. Yeah, that was one of the things I realized about the last fight. About the way and keep the party, stay away from the party because the target is the character moves and not the party. So once you move away from the party while it's doing that, you can avoid attack the party, avoid colossal damage, because it does murk the party, literally. But we were so stacked up, like I actually maxed out on peach gels. This fight, what I did was I cooked some food, and what I cooked was item drop increase, rare items, and then I cooked monthly XP, and it literally did wonders on my chance to put this.
You're such a failure.
Stay away from my friend. Try harder. Not a chance.
How does Shallonen get murked or hurt like that? I'm still gonna kill her. I messed out. And the dragon was dead. Like, we ran through the dragon. So ecstatic because I was like, man, if I don't see
Try this.
Lunar Blast! I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Yeah, boy!
Grinwell.
Hit her now!
Try this.
Glacial Spear!
Dragon form.
She did my party dirty last night.
Now you see what I can do!
You picked the wrong fight.
Where are you going?
Take this. Dragon form. You may be strong,
that's what I hate about the PT. Like they just do dumb ass shit. Like they'll stand there and get hurt. But it's alright because
Can't get out of this. Not today.
especially when I bring this
Take this. Sword Rain Alpha.
The winds of judgment
I should
blow
stand
your
there.
way. Fall
They didn't
for
even give me
impending calamity.
Try harder.
Chaotic disaster.
You'll pay for that.
You will suffer.
alright, I just gotta damn, I didn't notice that. I need her to heal. Okay. Come on, item. Alright, I cannot afford my girl to be dead, and I can't afford my boy Dolan here to be dead. That's what the move I like though.
All finish you hear it now.
You're mine. Dragon form.
Healing circle. The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall for impending
That's
calamity.
bullshit.
I can carry through.
I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Over with, bitch. I was going to level 35. Her dragon ran into the ship. Oh man, I could have won the last time if I had healing items, but this time, you know, I ain't even got nothing, bro. Through my
You
healing items
murdered
like
my
that.
mother and father. But I'm not like you. Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now,
It's, man,
it
the
wouldn't
heat
make me
right
feel
now,
any
the
better in the
wave,
long run.
Michigan, it's,
realize that now. So,
we,
I won't
it's
kill
like,
you.
man,
I'll take you in
it's like
and
hotter
make
than
damn
the
sure
orgy in
justice
hell
is
right
served
now,
the right
man.
way.
You would
It's
dare mock me with your
sizzling,
foolish, useless
scorching
pity.
outside, like,
Undead. Nothing more than a mere slave.
And I do not like
won't
Central
allow
Air
you to.
because it weakens the bones, it makes the skin look
It's not about what
fucked
you
up,
think.
It feels weird.
Or being Danon or
And
Renan.
it just don't feel right. So I just,
Because
you know, rather have a
You
fan
atone for
dog
the crimes you
or,
committed.
One of the
And
windows
that's all.
to cool it off, but I do not like Central Air. I don't. I rather be hot than Central Air. I had OD of Central Air or air conditioner and Louisiana and in
It's that swordsman again.
Texas. Like, man, they had the air conditioner on the lowest it could go, freezing in that bitch. I couldn't do it.
Lord
I'm like,
Volron,
nah, man.
what brings you here?
70 degrees as air
No,
conditioner is
forgive
straight.
me.
Well, I
I've
still don't
forgotten
like air
myself.
conditioner. It's just,
Please
it's
allow
bad
me
for the
to
lungs.
make it up to you, my lord.
I knew it.
Silence. Wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That nameless proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
I didn't see that coming. Oh, and he twisted that move. He off the chain. He ain't giving no fucks. Come on, ally. He'll throw our ass in the ocean. Right, for making him come all this way. Man.
The Lord of Gannett Harrow met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name. Volron.
And like a restless
I
lover,
need to turn my mind.
I've come back for more.
Hold on.
Stop right there!
mask gonna come off?
Cut me
I
down.
like that hair though. I honest to God, I haven't played this before. This is my first playthrough, so you know, I just guessed that the mask was gonna come off. So I don't think he's human. I think he's done. What? Who is she? Yes, I hated that mask.
Wait,
I thought it was so
what
stupid.
just happened to him? Alvin!
It looks like he knows her from the past or something. Ooh, a cutscene. My boy Alvin.
Let go of me!
He's so cold.
Let me go!
Shion!
Alvin!
Ooh. How can he grab her and not get the shit shocked out of him? But nobody does. Does he not feel cold too? She didn't. It's like our little my baby. But, you know, we ain't gonna put my baby on timeout. Yeah, that shit. I ain't like it. So my baby gotta be on timeout for a minute. But anyway. What happened? Did she get stabbed? Oh no.
Come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign.
Oh, snap. Is he the last lord? Because I'm ready to put them hands on him. Give him these paws real quick. Alrighty. Oh, man. Test subject. What?
After
Is
all
he a
this
Rennie
time,
or a Dundon?
I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again.
I'm so glad I don't have to fight that bitch.
Might as well walk the
Man,
block once
that
more for old
fight
time's sake.
was, oh, it was so stressful. Like, you just don't know. I hated that fight. I hated fucking that fight. Like, man, but something told me I should have just went to level 35 and then I would have murked her. But because I did so much grinding beforehand, my SP points were like man, up there. Like with Alpha, my SP points, I have every skill unlocked except for the ones where I don't have the title unlocked. But every other spear grid that's been unlocked as I progressed through the game is completed. And that helped out tremendously because it gave me resistance and defense and then, you know, attack buffs. So it is imperative to complete each title spear grid because they do give you added bonuses for completing them. Like it'll say like plus 40 resistance or like plus 20 attack or plus 30 defense. That stuff does help out. And then I also did the training just for the EXP, but I need money. So what I did was since you know the guards, the Silver Knights drop dog tags, I just put the rare drop food on, benefits on by cooking that meal, and then I just got the chain bar maxed out. I got the chain bar maxed out to 5, which is like a blue line around it, around the pentagram. No, it's not a pentagram, but the hexagon. No, it's not a hexagon. Is it a diamond? I forgot what shape it. Yeah, what shape it is. But once it goes blue, you get like way better item drops, and you get more EXP. So like if you cook the food that increases item drops, and you get it, your chain maxed out, you get like way more. So I was getting like 3 dog tags, 5 dog tags per kill, and they just added up, and I like sold a whole bunch of those, and I got my money up, so I wouldn't have to struggle with buying stuff. And then I still have dog tags on me that I haven't sold yet. So I got a nice amount of in my pocket now. But I should have waited. That's 35 though. I really feel like I did that, but I just got tired of this area. So I was like, you know what? If I could do that 33, I'm gonna try it again. Since I was so close the last time, I'll just I'll get 35. But if I win, I'll just keep on. And the next time I'm around some nights, I'll just camp out, and I'll double up how much I made, because I made 100,000 just on that. And I was like, well, if I can make more than 100, if I die, then I'll just get another 100,000 out of that, but I'll cap out all my items. So I did that. I kept out my gels, what do you call them, gels? Peace gels. I kept out my life bottles, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So now, if I have to use items, I should be okay. But as you can see, the last fight, I barely used any items. I used 1 orange gel
I just wanted to go
replace
back
my cure points,
to
and
dinner.
then I used 2 life
home.
bottles. Out of 15 life bottles,
Alphen.
I think that's pretty decent.
Iori.
Oh, nice! I love Trump, man. You can say it, like, that's what I'm not gonna play Persona 3 and finish it, or go to 2 until I get my mic. I've been looking at some mics, and I think I'm gonna get it, the microphone, the new one, next week. And then I gotta get Soul River 1 and 2. They had the remaster out. It's on sale, and I was like, oh snap! I really gotta get this.
Alphen.
I didn't get it yet. I'm trying to get it before the sale begins, but I don't know.
Live for me.
Iori. No!
What happened? So that's
Wait,
how he
please.
got it.
Wait,
And I knew he was gonna lose the mask in the end of the game. I knew it. But I'm glad that mask is gone. You just don't know. It was so like
What was
annoying.
that?
And I'm like, man, I don't know if this is a permanent or not, but it's kind of like corny to me, because every protagonist that I played with, they didn't have. And it's still a couple Tales games that I gotta get.
How long ago was that?
Sony don't have the rights to. Like they don't have it on the
That's right. Shion.
on the PlayStation Network. But Nintendo got it though. And I'm like, how these are Bandai games? You know what I'm saying? Sony and Bandai, it's like they were on Sony first. Or were they? I don't know. But either way, this is still dumb as hell not to have, you know, those Tell games available. Like I want Tell games. I want it's another Tell's game. I just saw it, but I forgot the name.
Where am
But you know, I want the whole Tales.
Where is everyone?
And I gotta get Tales of Vesperia again. I'm gonna put that on my channel as well, cause I had it for 360, but oh no, what happened to the sword? Is it cause she's not close by? Or do I get a new one?
I need to find them. Better start looking.
Yeah. Sweet. I'm back in action. I really like Law though. Like the one Tales game that I gotta play is the one where the main protagonist he uses martial arts. That's the one I want to play, but I just can't remember what game that is. I just have to go through them and look. But anyway, we're back in action. Cause that was killing me. Like that, you don't even know. That boss battle was just still it. That boat was draining my stamina. It was just like sucking life out of me. I'm like, fuck.
Shion. I
gotta switch.
Damn it.
Oh, we gotta bang it out. All right, let's go.
This one's all mine. Take this. Sword Rain Aga. Dragon Form. Double Demon Fang. Stardust. You're mine. Eat dirt. Here I come. It's over. Rising Falcon. You're finished. Dragon Swarm. Rising Wyvern. Now. You're finished. Double Demon Fang. Now. Here I come. You're finished. Sword Rain Alpha. Lightning Thrust. It's over. Rising Falcon. Fluid. Try harder. Strike. Dragon Swarm. Next.
Yes, not that goal. Murphy.
Dragon Swarm. It's too much. Dragon Swarm. Sword Rain Alpha. Double Demon Fang.
What? I didn't even get to use on Mystic Arc. What the hell?
There.
Alright,
You picked the wrong fight.
having that fire sword, it really makes a difference. Oh no, I'm paralyzed. I hate those things. That's why I was like, damn. Alright. Yeah. Oh well. I'm gonna use two of them. I got the money about that. Wait, that's how much. Do it show how many?
Do it. Here I come.
Oh, and I had finished up all of the
Sword Rain Alpha.
Notorious Beast quest.
It's over. Rising Falcon. Take this. It's
You
over.
know, on camera. Like, so,
Double Demon Fang.
that was the yesterday's episode. I had the remaining.
You're mine. It's over.
Quest.
Double Demon Fang.
Monsters. I don't know why I'm saying
Dragon
what it
Swarm.
is, but that's kind of what it is. Because it's the same thing as Final Fantasy. Like, you get only difference is the way they introduce it. Like with Final Fantasy's Notorious Monsters list, which is like, you know, really huge monsters or rare monsters. you get they have an NPC
Alvin?
giving you the quest on Tails, but on
What happened just now?
Final Fantasy,
Normally
it's just a
you'd be
piece
able
of
to take
paper.
that
You
thing
pick
with
it
your
up off
eyes
a
closed.
billboard and you just go out and find it and kill it, which
Thank
I miss
goodness
it.
you're
Like
alive.
I plan on doing more of that after
Are you
I
all right?
just
Yeah.
play some of the games that I didn't get a chance to play, which is
I'm
this.
just glad we found you in one piece.
I'm gonna do Shenmue
You were the
3
only one still missing.
eventually.
There's a village back the way we came from. Thistlein. Kisara and
Tales
Law
of
are
the
already
Spur.
there.
I'm doing a Blood Omen 2. I'll play Blood Omen 2. I'm
Rinwell.
doing Soul Reapers, but the Soul
Where
Reapers
are
and
we?
Blood Omen 2 and Persona, that can wait. I'll put that way on the back
Ganikaros,
burner because
Volron's realm.
I
Remember?
really love
Ushered by
those
the
games,
waves
and I'm gonna
straight
take
to
my
the
time
enemy
playing them.
stronghold.
Like,
A
I
rare
don't want to
stroke
rush
of
through
luck,
them
it would
because
seem.
there's no
Luck.
need to, especially with Persona. Like Persona
Volron's
is
here. That means
a
Shionne's close too,
meticulous
right?
game where you have to be very thorough.
Shion.
And the best way to play Persona is to have
Right.
time on your hand
Of course.
because it's so much stuff in
Are
the
you sure
dungeons,
you're
and
feeling
then
okay?
there's so much stuff
You
to do.
seem
The
a little
social links,
off.
the mini games. You got to raise your charm and
He's probably
intelligence
just exhausted.
and other
Let's
stuff.
save the
in
catching
order
up
to
for when we're
open
back
up
at the
other
village.
aspects of the game. So it takes a while anyway. And then you have to fight too. You have to level up because the monsters, man, they get stupid ridiculous. But it's just a lot of stuff that comes. Yes. Let me show you what I mean. See, look at Rinwell. All right, I had nothing else to learn, so I could take this one and max it out. Which is what I'm going to do. This is it. And you see this one's for training grounds, which I'm like, dang, because I hope that didn't ruin my core. It's not just so flimsy.
I think Poodle senses an owl around here.
Oh, really? Can I? Something just told me to just try to run out. Ooh, if I do this. Why is it always macro when I go to the cruise one? And when I fish, it's like everything else. That's weird. So there's an owl here somewhere. I'm missing one rim, but I don't know where it's at. I was trying to find it the last time I was playing. But I didn't find it, so I was like, screw it. And I ended up getting distracted. I was doing all the stuff. I was farming I was fishing. And I was killing the remaining monsters that I had quests for. After I did that, I played on the ship a little bit. I leveled up by farm, heal, and items. And here we are. But anyway,
Go no further!
Radiant light. Force of regeneration.
I'm missing my boy Law.
Thanks. Dragon Form.
Raging storm! Is it hot?
Rising
Just back it out again! Raging cascade!
Rising Frost.
I meant to do that.
Your line. Force of regeneration. Double demon fang.
Astral arts?
That's my cue!
Alpha. Shut him down. Take this.
Freeze Lancer!
It's over.
They
Swirling Alpha. Win.
Stockpile!
Take this. It's over. Soaring Light Sphere.
Raging cascade!
Luna Rotom.
In a bind?
You're mine.
Here!
Huh?
Lord for the top!
Double demon fang.
Raging cascade! Here!
Take this. You're
I'll be
finished.
saving this one!
Dragon Form.
Level 31.
Double me!
Man, that defense
In an
is
instant!
fast.
Impact block!
What's this?
A comfortable win.
See what I'm saying? They give you BS experience points. I have to figure out how to. Ooh, there's the owl.
Speaking of Thistleland, it's populated. The whole town was built by Danon defectors. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of... Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back.
Yeah. And your sense of pain, too, it would seem.
Really?
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
I'm like, what? If I can't get to it, I was supposed to talk to you.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Not yet. I'm missing some. Oh, I'm missing a lot of owls, actually. I need to put my laptop on charge. I was watching a couple of animes.
Did you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Ooh, one of the animes was about this guy who finds
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah. And now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first.
what's that? I'm not human.
I got my memory back.
I forget the name. I'm terrible with remembering names sometimes. It's like the name is in Japanese, but it's something. Well, it's about this guy. I'm a next time I look at it, just remember the name. But it's about this guy. He's a kid.
So,
who starts
what
as a
did you
kid,
remember?
And he can see
Are you able to
spirits.
tell
When
us
he
now?
grows up and he moves
Give the
back
man
into one
some
of his family
space, Law.
homes, and he ends up encountering a god.
I remember
mountain guy.
being up on Lenegus.
Who looks like a Camelway, and
Go
you
on.
know, well, he's a fox, and he
I was
a wolf,
abducted from
and
Danon.
he shows
I was
the
told
wolf
if I
goes
ever
back,
wanted to return home,
and
I'd have to cooperate.
the wolf likes him, and then comes to his home.
So that's what I did.
Asks if he can come, live there, and he lets him, and they become best friends. And the wolf keeps blessing him with stuff, and all of a sudden, because the mountain god, the wolf,
Next
is
thing I
so
knew,
praised by the
they had
people
made me
of
into
where
the
he lived
sovereign.
at. Other mountain guys, respect him.
You mean to say he
And other
won the
guys
crown
respect
contest?
him and
As a
come
Danon?
to see why he favors the humans so
kept me
much,
locked in a
and they end
strange
up
facility.
giving powers, and
They
it
experimented
just
on me.
rolls from there. It's
Like I was
really
nothing
it's
more
a
than an
wholesome
animal.
anime. It's not really.
There were others, but
It's not.
only I
It's really
survived.
cool. It's like it's not very violent. It's funny.
Of course, I wasn't really
It's
a
nice. It
The
teaches you a lot
reality
about
was that they
canned
treated me
snacks,
worse even than the
there's
lowest
these
slave.
buns with bean paste, different types.
The only reason I
And then different
survived
other stuff,
was
like
because
curry,
my
which
body
is
was
my
able to
favorite,
withstand the sovereign's
meal.
power that they
Like,
placed
oh my
inside
God,
me.
Yeah, when it comes to Japanese food.
The crest that appeared
I
behind
love
you on
curry.
Almadria's ship must have
It's so
undoubtedly
good.
been that of the Sovereign.
Especially homemade.
It all makes
if you
sense
have a
now.
really, really
Your
good,
affinity with the
really,
blazing
really good
sword,
restaurant
the
that knows
strange
how to
powers
make
you
it.
possess, they were
It's
all
so
because
delicious.
you were the sovereign.
But yeah, you get to, you know,
Okay, but why
learn
would the
about
Renans go
the
out of their
different
way to give you all
gods,
that power?
and
Just
lore.
what exactly does being the
Especially
sovereign entail?
Japanese gods, which is cool. You know, they show them.
They said it was for something called the
in a
spirit
modern,
channeling ceremony. They taught
like,
me how
you
to
know,
harness my
appeal,
power for when the big day came.
which is pretty cool because if you play
As for what
Persona,
the ceremony was
you
actually
get to
for,
watch, you get to see the gods and
unfortunately,
the different
I
deities,
never found
you
out.
know, and lore, and a different perspective. They're more mature looking, and you know.
So if what you're saying about being on
battle
Lenegus is
ready.
true,
These
then maybe you
ones are
really
like,
did meet Shion.
you know,
After all, you said you recognized her from
like
somewhere,
chibi
right?
form. Like
But
they're
Shion
like
said she's never
cutesy,
seen him before. How do you
tight,
explain that?
you know,
I was wrong.
miniature
It wasn't
versions
Shion
of
I
the
knew from
gods,
Lenegus.
except
It
for
was
the
Nayori.
ones that take human form. They actually look pretty dope. But
She
the
was a
ones
Renan
that are the
maiden they
forms
paired
of
me with during the
animals,
spirit channeling ceremony.
they look, you know,
She's the
really,
woman I kept seeing
really,
in my
really
dreams.
gentle and you know, soft.
A maiden? What?
But it's pretty
Wait,
cool.
so
I watched
this
that.
Naori figure just
Actually, all
happens to be the
episodes of
double
that
of
in one
Shion?
season.
Bit
They have this
coincidental, isn't
new
it?
anime out, which is like solo leveling. It's about a
Naori's
night,
family
but it
name
was pretty interesting.
was
My
Inaris.
laptop just died. I was playing this when I was leveling up when I was
Inaris.
farming or grinding.
As in Shion
it died.
Inaris?
So I was like, dang, I only got
So
to
they're
watch the first
distant
episode.
relatives
But it was
or
pretty,
something?
pretty decent.
Wait, or are they
Um,
sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine.
The Blades
All I
of
know
Guardians,
is
or Guardians
it
of the
was
Blade.
Naori.
I forgot which way it is.
She's the one
That
who put
is
the mask on me.
phenomenal. That is mature rated, but it's so beasty.
mask?
Like it is
But
so
why?
amazing. I love that anime. I'm so glad it got a
To
second
keep
season.
my soul from
and they
devouring
leveled
itself
up
over the
with the
guilt.
character designs,
After
the
I-
action scenes. It's just
After what I did on Lenegus.
phenomenal.
Over the
I've been
lives
watching
I
that.
took.
Oh, Blades of Guardians. I think that's what it's
Lives?
called.
You mean you staged a rebellion?
And then
Perhaps
I've been
it
watching.
was a part of the spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it
I
was
forgot
that the
something
spirit channeling
demons.
ceremony was supposed
the
to
title
achieve,
is.
it didn't turn out as
I've
planned.
been watching that. It's about these twins who
I lost consciousness halfway through. By
are
the time I came to,
somehow
Lenegus was a sea of
part
flames.
of a lore
I opened my eyes to see
in this,
Naori there,
in this world.
weeping.
And once they die, the supernatural powers. But the world consists of humans and demons, and you can make pacts.
I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day.
You can make pacts
Certainly more than any of these lords can claim.
with
I'm
these
sure.
demons, which they
You
call
really
left and
expect us
right.
to believe this?
One
First
demon
the
for the left,
sovereign,
one demon
then
for the right.
Lenegus? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
And so far, the twins, the sister, she has the power of
In ancient scripture, there is tell of a
break.
terrible
And
calamity
then
that befell
the
Lenegus.
brother,
nearly
he's pretty
destroying
dope. He's the tough guy, but he
The
uses the bow
restoration
and
took
arrow.
years and required the work of
So
countless
far,
laborers.
By
I'm like,
ancient,
I don't
you
know how I
mean-
feel about that because, like,
It predates the crown
he-
contest.
he
To a time
hasn't
before
really
even the
done
first Renan
anything
invasion of Dana,
of substantial,
more than 300
like,
years
off.
ago.
Like, I haven't been
300?
amazed by him yet.
But
Like,
that'd
he
make
has a
Alphen-
serious mentality. He's sharp. He's very aware. But it hasn't really like pulled me in like Edward
That's right.
off of Full Metal Alchemist, because the guy who made
Pretty much
Blood,
antique of
the
a human
people or
being.
the guy or the team that made Full Metal Alchemist Blood Brothers
Deep down,
and
maybe
the other
I
one
already knew.
are responsible for this
Alphen.
series. So
Some
it's
hero.
pretty nice though. It's up to
Cooperating with the same
14
villains who
episodes,
snatched me
and
from
I
my
watched
home,
all of them. I
committing
just
mass
finished the
slaughter,
14th episode
only for it to slip
while I
my
was
mind.
playing this, and
Then
I
when
was
I
like, okay,
finally
cool.
remember, turns out I'm so old I've got
What
scripture
else
written
did I
about me.
watch? I read all of the manga for
So much for standing up to injustice.
Solo Leveling,
I've probably
which
got
they
more
are
blood
so
on my
far
hands than all
ahead,
the
like
lords
Jin Woo.
combined.
Alphen, stop!
Honestly,
Sung-woo.
I'm not going to
I think it's Sung-woo
pretend to
Jung, one of
understand
them.
what all
He
this
has
means.
the main
But
protagonist
what
has
I
a
do
son
know
in
is
the
that
manga,
right now,
and the
you're
son
just reacting
is
to the shock.
the shit. He's fire. And he's trying to get stronger to help his dad out. So they're gonna team up, and I can't wait for that to happen because their world is going chaotic and it's just on the brink of collapse. And his dad is in another dimension fighting higher tier level people. Like he's on God
Listen,
level, and his
what you
son is
really
trying to
need
catch
is
up to him.
time.
And the son can do all
Time
this
to
awesome
process
stuff. So I
things and
can't
get
wait
your
to
head
see
straight.
how they link up.
Truth
and
be
he,
told,
you know,
I think that probably goes for
levels
all
his
of
father
us.
because his son can make armor out of the shadows that he
What
makes,
about Shion? We can't just...
packs with.
I'm worried about Shion too, Law.
His
But
dad
it's clear
can't,
that
but his
Alpin's
dad
in
is
no
so
fit state to
powerful, like
fight.
he don't even need to. So once you
This
know they
is
team up, it's
Volron,
gonna be,
remember?
it's just gonna be
Even at full
madness.
capacity,
But,
it's practically a suicide mission.
I can't wait. I'm
We stay
looking
put
forward
in the
to
village till we're
add
ready.
a new season in that.
Okay, everyone?
I was watching a little bit of Dragon Ball. I
Take
went
some
back
time
and I
to
was
think things
I
through,
got,
okay?
they're so different.
But remember,
like Dragon Ball and Dragon
we're
Ball Z
all
and Dragon
here
Ball
for you
Super
if you need us.
are all
No matter
amazing.
how dark
But
things might
Dragon
seem,
Ball is
you're not
really
alone, Alphen.
centered on wholesomeness as far as humor, you know, is concerned. That's like a priority with that series because I noticed there's a lot of funny moments in that series. And
It's
then
fine.
the martial
All
arts
right,
is
everyone.
more concentrated.
Let's break for now.
And I love that. So with DBZ, like the martial arts is there, but it's so fast that you really don't get to enjoy it that much. But with Dragon Ball, since it's so slowed down, it's phenomenal. But what they should do with Dragon Ball Super is incorporate
Do I have the
the
right to go to Shion's
combat
rescue
style
or to the
of
other
Dragon Ball and then level it up. Like when they're like how they just updated. I seen, you know, rumors that they were going to redo Dragon Ball Super and they're redoing the Frieza saga as well. And information about it should be coming out I think in August or something, or just within July actually, or they have it because they also have like postings of like the timing of when they're going to release stuff that's Dragon Ball related or Dragon Ball, you know, yeah, Dragon Ball related. Well, so I'm like, okay, cool. You know, because the stuff that they have coming out, the little trailer I seen for the new Frieza saga, the combat looked revamped. Like it's like they just read my mind. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel because they show like the combat slowed down. They were showing Goku dodging for Golden
You're
Frieza's
certainly
attacks, and he
full of
was beating
surprises,
the
aren't
shit out
you?
of him. And he punched
Trust
him
me,
and
it's
then hit
not
him with a
intentional.
roundhouse kick and sent
Sorry,
him to
that
bricks,
wasn't
and they
sensitive
slowed
of
him
me.
mountains and it slowed it down.
Every new piece of information
and
seems
it
only
showed
to
like, you
yield
know,
further
Frieza's jaw
mysteries.
kind of like
The
gets
truth
rocked,
feels just
and
as
then
elusive as when
Goku,
we first started.
you know,
I am well
teleported
aware of where you got
and
your
caught
powers.
him before he hit the
But
last
why,
mountain.
as a Danon, do you
and
bear the
charged
same crest as the
Kamehameha, and
current
they,
Renin sovereign?
You know, changed the
More to the point, why choose a Danon for their
the
sovereign in
scene.
the first
They
place?
was like, oh, okay, you know, this is.
And then
You
there
know,
is the
the
maiden,
Frieza saga
a figure so
revamped,
powerful.
and
She's
then
playing yin to the sovereign's
you know,
yang in
Golden Frieza
esoteric
saga
ceremonies.
revamped, and then they went
And
on
yet,
about
I've
Dragon
never
Ball
even heard
Universe
of her.
3.
Then again,
which I
this
can't
all
wait
occurred
because
300
I have
years ago.
Universe 2
What if the term
on 2
sovereign
consoles,
doesn't
which
even
I
hold
felt
the
like,
same
damn,
meaning as it did back
I
then?
must be a junkie for DBZ because I
Listen,
have
I may be a
a
traitor
lot of
among
Dragon
my
Ball
people,
crap. Like I
but
got
I am still a
Universe
Renin,
2,
born and raised.
Dragon Ball GT Final
I
Bout,
learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales,
2
and
copies
yet
of
now I
Universe 2.
feel like there was little truth to any of it.
DBZ Kakarot, which I
Speaking
put
of
on my
which,
channel. I
there's
completed
something
it. I
else
just
that I
haven't
remembered
uploaded
from
the
the
rest of the
spirit
videos
channeling
because
ceremony. It used the Renis All
I've
Might.
been like burnt out because this heat
You're
wave
certain?
is just like
Yes.
damn.
At
And
least
I've
that's
been
what they
playing
called it.
Tales of
Only
Arise.
you would know if it
so
was
I
one and
can
the same.
move to the next game.
Oh,
Once I
I've
finish
never
Tales
laid
of
eyes on the
Arise,
real
I'm gonna
artifact
start putting more
myself.
content out
And you never
on
participated
my
in the
channel
crown contest.
as far as my video
You're not even
archive.
Renin.
because everything is in my
Many
live.
mysteries
And
lay
it's
buried
so
in
hard
these
to
3
see my live
centuries past.
videos because of
3
how they had it
centuries
set
is
up
more
on
than
YouTube.
several
Like on
lifetimes.
certain devices,
Was I
you
really
can't
out
go
that
to a
long?
person's live videos.
Well,
And it's like, what the
I'm
fuck?
only
Like, why would
estimating
y'all
based
do
on
that?
historical
But if
record.
I'm on my account,
But all the facts
I
would
can go
seem
to
to
my
point
live
that way.
videos. I can see everyone
Who
I
the
ever
hell
posted.
am I?
And I have
If I may
Burnout,
be frank,
Jack and Dexter,
we have even bigger fish to fry than
Final
that.
Fantasy galore.
By
There's so much
comparison,
Final
the far more
Fantasy.
important question at hand is,
14 on there. Devil May
what does it all
Cry
mean?
3, Hard
Right,
Mode,
Con.
Must Die Mode,
Sometimes
Devil
we
May
need a little
Cry
help in
4,
addressing the truth behind our pain.
beginning to the end, the
Not
special
to
edition
compete
with
over lives
Virgil.
lost.
Devil May
I
Cry
suspect your
5,
account
I
is
have
still
that
somewhat
completed.
beneath mine.
I have video
Thanks
footage
for
because of
letting me in
Virgil,
there.
because I bought the
And
special
sorry for being a
edition, and
bother.
I'm about to do Must Die
Please,
Mode with that,
no thanks are
so I can
necessary.
get the Infinite
The
Devil
quicker
Trigger.
you get back on your feet, the
I just
sooner we can
took
all
a break
get
from
back
that
out
because
there.
I was working on Virgil so much, and Dante. I was trying to complete all of the skills that I didn't have, because when I first got Dragon Ball, damn, I'm tweaking out. I'm on that shit when it comes to Dragon Ball Z. It's like, no, but when it comes to Devil May Cry, like, I have on my 360, I have unlimited Devil Trigger. Like I on Devil May Cry 3 and 1 and 2, because I bought the the collection, the HD collection. I have Infinite Devil Trigger on all of them, but on my PlayStation one, the one I posted, on my account, on my YouTube account, I don't have that. Must Die Mode, I'm close.
All
Like,
this
I'm on
time,
stage
I thought
7.
it was the worrying about
Almost
Shion
Die Mode.
and the pain bringing you down.
But it's so ridiculously
I
hard.
didn't
Like,
realize you were lonely.
I just took a
I
break
guess all
and
of us
I didn't get
Yeah,
back
but
to
you-
it.
To
Not
tell
that
you
I'm
the
not,
truth,
I can't
it's
eat it because
strange.
I'm on
When I
stage
think
7.
about
It's just
it,
it
then
just
I
takes
realize
a
what
lot
feels like
out of you
years
because you
What
have to
about your
farm
hometown?
so much.
I doubt it. Even if the place is
I
still...
mean,
Yeah.
you may not have to if
I
you
have
that
no hope. I
skilled.
used to, although
And I know I'm pretty
never,
decent,
Have you learned?
but
Nuh-uh. I resent them.
it's
I
hard.
guess
Like,
Rin,
because they pack
it
such
was-
all this time you were suffering right in front of
they
me.
pack such
I
a
never even knew. I feel like...
powerful
I
punch
finally
that it just eats up your
Course, yeah.
HP.
Yeah.
And if you're not prepared, with Vital Stars and Devil Trigger Stars, oh, you hit. You hit. And then my dumb ass, when it comes to this situation, I didn't pick the gold orb, I picked the yellow one. And the yellow one makes you, restart the stage at a checkpoint. The gold orb just resuscitates you as soon as you die, like on the spot, which I should have went with that one, but I wasn't thinking, so I was like, damn, I fucked up. And I was stuck with that with Dante. And then Virgil, I unlocked him, but I haven't beat the game with him. He's just all he has is a couple moves that I went and I did. Blood platters with him to get some skills, so he wouldn't be, just so bare. And he's almost maxed out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm making good progress. And that's all on camera. Is it on camera?
Are we gonna
Yeah,
go
that's
rescue
all on camera.
Shion or what?
It's not uploaded to
gotten
my
into
video
you, man?
archive.
Do I even have
And
If you were in my place,
the
you'd
reason why I
say,
stopped
"To hell with all
uploading
that."
so much is because
Sounds
it just
like me.
takes a long time. I have to download them,
Come on,
I have to
man, snap out of it.
upload them, and I haven't edited any
I
of them
get
because I'm
you're
like,
in
I don't have to
shock,
edit
man.
anything
Who
because
wouldn't
I
Worse
didn't
still,
really
you
say
blame yourself for
anything
what
that
happened.
would
And
make
yeah,
it, I mean, I could
here's the
level it
thing.
up though. Some
guess.
stuff could use some art
It's about
voiceovers
Naori,
and
isn't it?
some more enthusiasm, but
Look, you're
I
still here,
really
aren't you?
just
Who's
want
to say
to
this chick isn't alive and
put
kicking out there somewhere too?
a let's play out, that shows me completing the game, whatever. But I'm a level it up though. I
So
just
you
need a
think we
better
might
mic
get burned?
because
Come on, fight this. What
it's
happened?
sometimes
That's
the
guy I
audio
was
is
prepped
really
for.
low,
No, I'm
or
serious. What's gotten me-
staticky,
Now, I'm gonna ask you
and
this
I don't
once.
like the
What's it
headset
gonna
I got.
be?
So once I get a better headset,
So then quit
then
griping and do it already.
I will be more enthusiastic about
Alvin,
doing
that's
audio
exactly- there's still-
and more
I guess
putting
you're right.
more energy
Just
behind it.
Hey,
But it's just been hectic recently, well, this year actually. But I am glad to be able to play, you know, and make content. So I'm just, you know, having fun with that, taking it lightly, because I don't want to overdo it, and I don't want to burn out when it comes to, you know, playing games, because Final Fantasy took a, because I had got banned due to prejudice within the community. Like, yeah, it's so sad how fucked up racist white people have made the world. Like, because of stupid ass racist white people, they have made other nationalities prejudiced. Like, especially dumbass Chinese people that are racist towards black people because of the stereotype that
you know,
whites perpetuated. Not saying all Chinese are like that, because a lot of Chinese are cool, and I love kung fu movies. Like, that's my shit. Jet Li is my favorite actor of all time. Like, literally, he's my favorite actor, and then everybody else comes behind him because he's just the shit. Like, when it comes to kung fu, he's that guy.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
And you know, they made Koreans that way. They made Japanese that way. Like, you can even see it in their culture. Like, with Japanese and Chinese, they paint their face white. It's like, why? These people who harassed you, belittled you, put you in concentration camp, killed your people. You know what I mean? These the people that fucked you over with. Like, they are the people that fucked y'all over. Like, that's the reason why all y'all shops is in black communities, because they wouldn't allow you to sell in theirs. But yet you want to look down or mistreat or underappreciate melanated people when we the reason why y'all flourishing. The fuck wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? The racism. So I'm just like, man, but you know, again, like, people don't do their research. That's why I just, my space is very protected, and I don't like being around a lot of people at all times, because a lot of people don't take time to educate themselves. They just are like gassed up and ready to be fucking stupid, instead of them taking time and doing their due diligence and doing their research to educate themselves, to be better human beings and to coexist better and to, you know, contribute to a better world. They don't do that. They just get stuck on stupid, and then they open their fucking stupid ass mouth and spread hate, you know, and controversy and biased mentality, you know, and rumors and lies. And I hate people like that. I really do. So, you know, I just be like, nah, because especially, you know, in certain areas of the world, like when you in certain areas, like certain parts of Michigan, the quality of people is fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, Detroit has good people, which is like,
it's not like
maybe
killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free
15% of the
will,
people that's
right?
in Michigan. You know what I mean? And then the rest is just like all over the place. And then the good 60% of them are fucked up. Like, fucked up. And then the other ones, you know, lack a little guidance, or, you know, just need some TLC in their life, or just, you know, good people in their life. You know, they want to change, they're ready to change, but they just need someone to show them the way. You know, show them something different from what they used to, because a lot of motherfuckers out here, like, are crabs in the buckets and are followers. Like, they like to be like other people, and I don't like being like other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want my individuality to, you know, not exist. Like, I want to be known for being me, being genuinely myself, not nobody else. Like, I hate that shit. Like, why copy somebody else? Like, now if it's my baby, you know what I'm saying, or if it's someone I like I will flatter them, you know, and quote them, or, you know what I'm saying, show love to them. Like, I don't mind that, you know. Like, if I'm married, you know, or if I have a partner and my partner copies me, amen, you know, because that means I know my partner loves me and adores me and, you know, respects me. That I don't mind. I no shade, you know, to that kind of stuff. But when it comes to ignorant ass people, stupid motherfuckers that want to troll and you know, try to tear down your self-esteem or tear down your overall happiness with bullshit like rumors, or, you know, insinuate that someone you like is you know, that you dating is cheating on, you know what I mean? When people do whole ass shit like that, it shows me that they are, you know, of low quality. They're like, you know, trash. You know what I'm saying? So, because why would you get so involved in somebody else's personal life and troll? Why would you get so involved in somebody else's business and insult and imply, you know, like heinous things to tear that person's relationship up, or their perspective of that person into something that's not even who they are, because you done sullied their image by implying all this foul shit about them. Like I really detest people like that. Like I'm like, ugh. And then it's just sad because it'd be a lot of people that actually have shit going for them, like they have money or they have a decent job, but they so unhappy, so they troll, they so fucking miserable, so they, you know, want to cause other people problems by, you know, trying to perpetuate fucked up rumors or imply fucked up stuff or troll, you know, when no one asks. So it's like, you know, if you don't know a person, if y'all on a friend basis, you know what I'm saying, why would you be in their business in the first place? Number one. And two, why would you troll? Like, why would you personally and purposely attack somebody that you don't even know at all? And this person's never done shit to you, never met you, but you all in their life, their personal life, their business, and causing problems mentally and spiritually, fucking up their happiness, you know, trying to cause them depression. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Great to have you back.
You know, when I say fuck up, that happens, I mean like making them mad or just, you know, like causing them to, you know, have a reason not to fuck with people. But you know what I'm saying? I already know. That's just the trash people of the universe. That's what they do. That's all they can do. They ain't got nothing else going on in their life. So they gotta troll because they lame as fuck. And usually, them people that do that kind of shit, it's the honest to God truth. The people who troll and get into other people's business are the people that have no talent. They have no nothing. You know what I'm saying? They can't draw, they can't sing, they can't dance. They're not creative. You know what I mean? They can't create, they can't design clothes or shoes or a car or, you know what I'm saying, interior, you know what I mean? They just bland ass, boring ass, unuseful ass people, just miserable fucks, you know, that really don't have shit going on for them. So they want to cause friction in somebody else's life. Them people are just so disgusting. And it's like, damn, you know, why you taking all this time to troll in somebody else's life, to cause somebody else's problems? Why can't you take that same time and work on yourself? Learn how to do something to make yourself more valuable as a person. Learn how to do something that, you know, that'll make you a better person. You know what I'm saying? Make you happier, or give you something to do with your spare time instead of being a piece of shit, ignorant motherfucker that causes other people problems. It's just sad out here, man.
Look sharp, people.
Like, it's like, damn,
if we don't
like,
act fast,
what the
they're
fuck
going to
is
get
going
into the
on
village.
in the world? Like, my mom, niggas, you know, AKA nigga up to the intelligence guy, get bundly, white, black, you know, in between shades, are always in somebody else's business. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck, man? It's just so depressing that it's people out there that's like that. Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, dude, why? Why? You know, bro, sis, fam, you know, why is it like that? It's just fucking ridiculous. But that's how it is out here. And I ain't for it. Honest to God, I ain't for it. I'm like, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be solo dolo than be around a whole bunch of fake ass, miserable bitch niggas that want to cause problems. You know what I'm saying? And that's really distasteful for a man to troll. You know, in the Bible, it states that women weren't right, and you know, in Testament, like they was, you know, the ones who were enticed by the devil off rip. So you should already tread with caution when it comes to them type of people anyway. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be sexist or nothing, or biased towards women. I'm just being realistic. This is real shit. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, you know, why the fuck is these people so fucked up? Like, why? And they be men with no, you know what I'm saying, no sense of self-respect. Like, any self-respecting man will not be another man's business. Unless it's his friend, he trying to help his friend out. Only bitch niggas do shit like that, be other people's business. And then these old lonely ass dumb bitches. Like, it's one hoe, she was trying to throw shade, you know, about some stuff that was on the internet about somebody I'm interested in, and, you know, a person was using the individual that I liked, you know, work against them. Like, this person, this trash, fat, black, nasty motherfucker was implying that this person has some involvement with, you know, the person I'm interested in. And I'm like, if the person I'm interested in did anything with you, I would never fuck with that person. Not ever. Because this fat, nasty motherfucker is just disgusting. Like, this nigga is foul. You know what I'm saying? Like, scum of the earth foul. And the motherfucker's proud of what he does. And I'm like, dude, you fucking disgusting. You are a fat pig, literally. Can't stand the motherfucker. But I'm like, you know, so because I have brought the person I'm dealing with aware of this thing, like someone close to this person, a female dirty bitch, she purposely implied sneakily that the person was guilty. And I'm like, bitch, why would you do that? This person that I'm fucking with helps out your image. This person that you trying to imply, like, she did some sneaky shit. Like, this fat black nasty motherfucker had did this foul shit, saying that, oh, I'm doing this video with this YouTuber. And while he was implying that the YouTuber was, you know, someone that I know and was dealing with, I'm like, I don't know, because there's certain things about the person in the video with them that don't add up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, but it could be that person. So that was like, you know, making it like, I don't know if I really want to fuck with you, because I don't fuck with people that do foul shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Not like, it's different if you come off rip and say, hey, you know, this is what I used to do, I apologize, you know what I'm saying? If it's something that you find distasteful, but at least I told you the truth. You know what I'm saying? I came to you as a man or a woman and I told you what's going on. That, you know, I can respect that, and, you know, we can leave that shit in the past and move forward if you came to me like that with respect. But if you trying to be deceitful and lie and act like, you know, you had nothing, you know what I'm saying, that you ain't had nothing to do with that, but it really is you, like, I would never fuck with you, you know, again, you know what I'm saying, or period, you know what I mean, because, like, we just, you know, getting to know each other and shit, and, you know, I wouldn't mind, you know what I'm saying, being serious with this person, because I really do like this person, and I have love for this person. This person makes me laugh, and we got a lot of things in common, and, you know, I like the content this person's put out. A lot of the content, some of it is because I'm not interested in some of the stuff that person puts out as far as content. I just don't watch it, you know what I mean? Like, if this person put out God of War or Resident Evil, I'm on that shit, I'm gonna watch it, you know. Sometimes I don't, and it ain't to be spiteful or jealous, it's just because I don't like spoilers. I'd rather play it first, and then once I play it, I will watch it, and I'll give my feedback, or I'll put a like or a thumbs up on it, you know, because I liked it, or I'll just mention it via, you know, when we talk, or I'll make a comment, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like, you know, fake ass motherfuckers. And the bitch that this person is dealing with, the fat motherfucker that I'm talking about was like, oh, you know, perfect this and perfect that. And I'm like, okay, number one, there's nothing in the world that's perfect. No, especially when it comes to humans. No human is perfect. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's a word, it's a figure of speech too, when something that's just really amazing, you know, you can say that, and I get that. And, you know, that's cool. But what I don't like is when, you know, a person is doing foul shit with someone's image. And I'm like, you know, why would you do that, you fat dirty motherfucker? If you know this person wasn't that person, why would you imply that? Because this person literally has on a video saying, this is a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? And then because the person had on a similar outfit as the individual I'm dealing with, they try to perpetuate that it was that person. But I'm like, that don't really, it don't add up because of certain things that I know about the person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but the bitch, she saw the video that I had brought to the individual's attention, and she wanted to be foul, but she's just a low quality, distasteful, yuck ass bitch. She was like, oh, you know, this is perfect. Like, as soon as she saw the video, she just kept doing a little sneak shit, saying this is perfect, that's perfect, to rub it. Yeah, it's obvious. And yeah, and then she said, oh yeah, it's obvious. Like, she didn't say it's obvious that it's not this person. She was just like, it's obvious, like implying like, you know, yeah, it's gonna be this person. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, this was before this person, you know, or maybe not before this person was in a jam situation. So I'm like, man, you know, what the fuck is going on? Why would you do that, bitch? You using this person, like, this person has elevated your image because this person is dealing with you. This is the reason why you got a fan base. But you want to sit there and try to tarnish this person's image with trolling and fake shit? That's a dirty bitch to do some shit like that. Like, how you gonna sit there and benefit off of somebody, but then you tarnish their name? Like, you a dirty bitch for that. You know what I'm saying? I hate hoes like that. That's what they are. That's what hoes do. They use people. And I'm like, nah, bitch, I can't fuck with you. I don't like you. I don't like you because I know you fake. You can't fool me. You can't play on me because I know. And then it's crazy because another YouTuber, you know, pointed it out for me. I ain't have to say shit, but this other YouTuber, you know, who he's cool. It's but he just like he has some issues with his identity. Like, he's not confident in who he is as a person, and that is kind of like, man, you know, you 35, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe older. You should be solid in who you are right now. You know what I'm saying? And I get it because it's hard, you know, to get to a level of you know, comfort when you've been exposed to an environment of fake people.
Did we have to spend so much?
And you know, so that's why I don't criticize people and I don't judge people a lot, or period. But when it comes to nasty fat motherfuckers like this motherfucker that was implying, you know, that this person is doing some foul shit that I like, I don't fuck with fat, nasty motherfuckers like that. And I don't even understand why people would even do a video with a motherfucker like that. I wouldn't even want you around me knowing that you a dishonest, fat, yuck motherfucker that do the foul shit that you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that's ugh. Like, you gotta be desperate as fuck to do a collaboration with this motherfucker. Literally. Like, your career must be plummeting if you do some shit with this motherfucker.
Do you sense one of your friends, Poodle?
It's a fat, nasty ass, lying, disgusting pig of a human. Ain't no way in fuck I would do a video with that motherfucker. But or anything with that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even talk to the motherfucker, let alone, you know, do any kind of content with the motherfucker at all. But that's motherfuckers is out there. You know what I'm saying? They everywhere. But yeah, so the YouTuber who you know, had my back on that, he's like a little flaky because, like, he didn't respond to my comment directly, but he did. Like, I had posted a comment about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and a video about why he loved Dragon Ball Z so much. And this Dragon Ball franchise. And I was like, okay, that's cool, but you could have said something. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm not a spiteful person, a petty person. I don't do shit to get back at people. You know what I'm saying? I just let God know. But you know, I don't like when people do sneaky ass shit. You know, be transparent. Like, that's the reason why you can't be yourself, because you too busy doing closet type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what closet shit is when you do sneaky ass shit. You know what I mean? I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Own who you are. You feel blessed when you are confident in yourself. You know, you are honest about who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because when you are honest about who you are, you attract, you know, better quality people. And yeah, you may attract some fucked up motherfuckers too. You know, because that's very nasty. But ultimately though, you still attract more predominantly better quality people because they can see that you're a sincere person. And, you know, they resonate with that. And, you know what I'm saying? You will have better friends, you know, better quality of life. And, you know what I'm saying? People gravitate to you because of your sincerity versus they gravitate to use you or out of desperation or loneliness or horniness, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, people have to learn on their own time. So I'm just like, bro, you know, get it together, because
this pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
Who took my
It wouldn't
side.
be called
Cool
pain
dude,
if it was
you know what I'm
pleasant.
saying? I'm not
It
tossing
can
no
be
shade.
pretty useful, though.
He just
It's
gotta
good
work on
motivation
himself
to
a little bit. He
improve
just
and
needs to
get
be more
stronger.
confident, you know,
Guess
about
I've got a
himself
lot of room
and
to
what he
improve
likes.
in that regard.
Because, you know, why
Anyway,
are
I'm
you
glad we could protect the
not
village,
being honest about who
especially
you
after
are? Why are you
everything
not
they've done for
confident
us.
about who you are? You know what I'm saying? It's you late in the game to still be insecure. And not transparent. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
about who you are.
this one kind of reminds me
and
of home.
then, you know,
The people here have
fucking
hidden
stupid
themselves
ass
away out of the fear of being
people
found.
who
Always
create
watching
these social
their backs.
constructs and these prejudices,
end,
these biased mentalities
destroyed
towards
anyway.
you know, different walks of life have made the world so hard, which is
That won't
another reason why
happen
people
here.
need to educate themselves. Like, people are so
Is that a
fucking
hint of fighting
terrible.
spirit I
Like,
sense?
when it comes to sexuality, what people don't really realize is that you are born, whether you're male or female,
I
with
won't
both
lie.
chromosomes,
Some of these memories will
X
take a while to
and Y.
process.
So that
I've
means
learned something
by just DNA alone that you may be attracted
rage,
to the same
this fury
sex
I
or the
feel at our
opposite sex
so-called
through
rulers,
pheromones, through
comes from having
spirituality,
so much of
through
myself
mentality,
stripped away
or
from me back
physicality.
then.
You know what I'm saying? A person can pull you in to them without even saying nothing to them, just by their whole you know, DNA makeup. Their pheromones can pull you in. Their intellect can pull you in. Their spirituality can pull you in. Their physical appearance can pull you in. And if you feel attracted to them, you know what I'm saying, why would you be ashamed of who you are? You are made of Y and X chromosomes, which means you have the capacity to be attracted to yourself. That's who you are. You're made of man and woman. So why would you not love yourself? You are made of man and woman. So why would you not love every aspect of yourself? If you date another man, that just means you love yourself. If you date a woman, that just means you love yourself. The feminine side of yourself. If you love a guy, that means you like the masculine side of yourself. You know what I'm saying? More than, you know what I mean? It's like people just so fucked up in the head that they don't know how to embrace who they are, and then they want to use the word of God as a weapon. And what they don't realize is that Christianity wasn't called Christianity at first. It was, you know, derived from Egypt when they were practicing the religion, whatever it was called before it got to that, because it was something before that, you know what I'm saying? And as it became popular, it migrated. It went from, you know, before that, Hinduism was more popular, and then, you know what I'm saying, that came along.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
And then Greeks and the Romans, you know, got a hold of Christianity, and then the Europeans, you know, because
We don't know what lies
Europeans
ahead.
don't have a
We should
good
prepare
history.
well before we
They're
venture
known as the
forth.
colonizers of the world, going and
can't
stealing
exactly
people's,
fight
you
at
know,
the top
well,
of
I
your
can't
game.
say Europeans.
Good point.
White people
Let's stop by the inn and plan our
are
next
known
move from there.
for the worst human beings of the world, because all they did was go around stealing shit. They stole spices and herbs, you know, from one group of people. Then another group of people, they stole, you know, their whole motherfucking life. Like when it came to brown melanated people, they were so captivated by how powerful they were, especially the natives, the native brown people that live here in America, you know, who were born and raised on American soil. They stole their history. They changed their shit. You know what I'm saying? They captured some of them people and made them into slaves because they had weapons and shit, guns, where they were living off the land and using bow and arrows. How can you compete to a motherfucker that got a gun and you got bow and arrows and spears, and, you know what I mean, and knives and shit? You can't. So of course you're gonna submit if a motherfucker got a gun to your head. I mean, if you not gonna die for your freedom, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't know what was gonna go down. And then they use such horrific methods to traumatize these people so they wouldn't rebel. But because melanated people are so fucking awesome and so strong, they did clap back. And then in history, because again, white people wrote this shit, they chose to not elevate and glamorize and publicize those who were fighters, like Nat Turner. Nat Turner was a motherfucker. He was killing white folk. He was like, oh no, I ain't no slave at heart, motherfucker. You done got me fucked up. You know, it's time for y'all niggas to die. And he was, you know, going killing motherfucking slave owners and shit, like murking their ass until he got caught up, and then he was brutally murdered. But he took a lot of motherfuckers down. He was killing their whole families, burning them motherfuckers alive, killing them, hanging their ass, kids, women, all them motherfuckers. If you was on if you was a slave owner, you know, every nigga on that plantation that was white, dead. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey man, because why would you let somebody do this horrible shit to you?
Is that
you
so?
have the right, it's in the Constitution, you have the right to self-defend. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, amen. Fuck them motherfuckers. Because they already think they better than melanated people when science is proven otherwise. They're not. They are actually inferior because of science, you know what I'm saying, has found it out. So it's like, you know, y'all really don't have shit to say about black folk, because everything that y'all ever said about black folk is a known lie. And y'all history shows the contradiction of y'all shit. Y'all, it's just like the racist people, they project they bullshit on other races of people. The whole barbaric mentality, that was white folk. That was in Europe, not European, but racist white folk who did all that barbaric ass shit, stealing people, you know, capturing them, raping them, torturing them. And then the crazy part about it is, in history written and documented, these same people were actually eating melanated people. How are you gonna eat people that you call monkeys and are beneath you, but you go and eat them, and then you go and rape them? That shows that you fucked up. Like, that shows that you are a motherfucking live devil and demon, unholy species.
Okay.
So it's like,
Great job.
but you got people around here, you know, in this world that want to think that white people are just, you know,
small fry who's
like,
the apex predator
you know
of
what I'm
these
saying?
waters.
Like,
Just
what
watch
the
and see.
fuck?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Like, or just like, you know, the guys get to the earth, and that's so far from the truth, because if that was the case, you know, they wouldn't die from the sun. When the sun gives light to everything, God made the sun to give light to everything. Fries them to death. They get skin cancer. You know what I'm saying? Being in the sun too long. But melanated people, you know, don't have to put on sunscreen. But they done convince other dumbass melanated people that, oh, you need sunscreen. Like, man, what the fuck is wrong with people out here? in this world. But you know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not a racist person. It may sound like that, you know, because I'm very
You're saying we
passionate
should
about what
check
I'm
the Owl
saying.
Forest?
I'm just sharing information that's out there that anybody can go look up. You can Google us on this shit. You can go get you an encyclopedia. You can get you some American history books, you know, and see. And then the crazy part about it is the history that was written about how fucked up white folk is, the racist ones, was written by other white folk. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, duh. But people, you know what I'm saying? Like, they put these type of people on such a pedestal. It's just like, that shit is scary, sickening. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, you that motherfucker dumb? You that dumb? Wow, you that dumb. But, you know what I'm saying? I can't be racist because half my family is, you know, is pale white. You know what I'm saying?
Poodle senses an owl around
we
here.
cool. So it's like, you know, most of the people I've dated has been light skinned.
Is this a joke?
Caucasian. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't see color, but I'm just speaking for the ones that's so fucking ignorant and want to be racist when they have no reason to. Like, you should be thanking brown folks, you know what I'm saying, for liberties and justices that you have, because without them, you wouldn't even have these accommodations that you have in today's society. You wouldn't even have the French wouldn't even have planes if it wasn't for melanated people, aka what they call black people. When we brown and not black. Black is black, brown is brown, but they call brown folks black because they fucking stupid. But you know what I'm saying? And then they want to take away the fact that, you know, there was melanated people here. Like, they the ones who came from another land over here, and then you get these dumbass older white folk.
Everyone's still in one piece?
Yep.
You are the
I barely
invader,
worked
dumb
up a
motherfucker.
sweat.
You, stupid. You are the invader. You the one that don't belong here. You came from where the fuck you people came from. You Europeans is the ones. The Europeans is the one invaded over here. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? It's in the history books. And guess who wrote that shit? White people. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, but these same dumb motherfuckers don't want to get a book and read about where the fuck they come from. So I'm just like, oh man, you know, I can't do certain people. You know what I'm saying? Because they just so fucking stupid. But, and I'm not the smartest person in the world, because I'm still learning. I learn new things every day. I'm learning Kung Fu right now. And I wish I knew that shit. You know, some things I know instinctively. Like, I know how to channel my chakras, and I know how to, you know, pull power from my feet and up into my fist. You know, that stuff I learned on my own. And you can feel it. It's crazy, like, how much the Chinese have mastered energy circulation throughout their body. I really love the Chinese for that. Like, I love how holistic they are, because they have a lot of natural medicines that are inaccessible in America that they have. You know what I'm saying? And their healthcare is so much affordable, and they're clean, and it's just, you know, better living as far as cost of living over there in China. And, you know, your food is a lot more healthy because there's not a lot of pesticides and, you know, not a lot of steroids put into their protein.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
They love fresh vegetables. Them and the Japanese, especially the Japanese. I really, really love how Japanese people live. Like, I love how they live. It's so clean. It's so respectful. I love them for that. Like, I really do. I can't wait to go to Japan. Maybe live there for a little
feeling
while.
about this one.
It's part of my bucket list. But, you know, I really appreciate how much they are in tune with Mother Nature. Because when you clean up where you live at, that's you appreciating Mother Nature. And they understand it. They understand how important it is to value Mother Nature. Because where the fuck you gonna go if you destroy all the trees and there's no oxygen? where the fuck you gonna go if you ravage the land and kill all the plant life and the animals? What you gonna feed off of? How you gonna breathe oxygen? You know
This
what I'm
fish
saying?
is way
You put
bigger
on
than I
water,
was
what the fuck
expecting.
you gonna drink? But that's one of the things that greedy ass people don't understand. They throw their trash out on, you know, in grass, on the ground. It's like, why? Oh, out here in you know, America. Like, why would you do that? Like, it's trash cans at gas stations, you know what I'm saying? At stores. I mean, you know what I mean? You can keep your trash in your car until you get to a store and or a car wash and empty your shit out. But motherfuckers be so nasty that they throw their trash out their window while they driving type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Or they'll be right there in front of a garbage can, throw the shit on the ground. Like, what? That's why I'm like,
Well,
man,
it's not
Michigan,
bad,
man,
per
or
se.
not Michigan,
Maybe
but
you could keep it as a
America
pet.
is just overrated. It really is, because you know we have a lot of pigs, in America. Like a good, you know, 87% of Americans is pigs, literally, because they overindulge. They like, that's why obesity is a motherfucker in Michigan.
There we go.
I mean, in America, because they so motherfucking greedy and fat and sloppy look. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, like, you know, some people, they get bigger because they have kids and they go through depression and all that kind of stuff. You know, they have health issues, and I understand that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about them. You know, and I'm not trying to sound negative to people who have are overweight. I'm not trying to be mean like that.
Anybody could reel in
I'm
that.
talking about the people
went
that are
pretty
just
well.
so horribly obese and they proud and they nasty with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why? Obesity ain't cute. Like that's like you don't give a fuck about yourself. Literally. Because that shit kills you. It literally kills you. It makes it hard for you to, you know, move around. It makes it hard for your blood to circulate. That's why you get diabetes and gout. You know what I'm saying? Because the weight clogs up your circulation. Your body can't handle it. Like, you know, when you see stress marks, that's you literally stressing your body out. You know what I'm saying? You over recomplicating, you know what I'm saying, your body, because of all the mass you require. The extra flesh is not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be fat. You know what I'm saying? Your body is not meant to be fat.
Reel it in.
It's meant to function at max productivity. You know what I'm saying? You're meant to be lean so that way your oxygen can circulate through your blood, keeps your bones strong and your hair strong. You know what I mean? Because everything in your body works off of oxygen. Your blood
catch
circulates
something
through
bigger
your
next
system
time.
You take
because
your
of
fishing
oxygen.
pretty
Without the
seriously.
oxygen flowing through your bloodstream, you know what I'm saying, properly, that's how you get arthritis, gout, you know what I'm saying, blood clots, you know what I'm saying, because the blood's clotting up, it's not circulating properly. Like, people just dumb as fuck. And why they dumb as fuck is because they don't take time to educate themselves. You could Google shit, and with modern day technology, your phone will even tell you. You can Google shit, and you can have it, you know, automatic. You can have Alexa at your crib, and just, you know, ask Alexa questions, and she'll answer them and teach you some shit. You know what I'm saying? But people don't wanna. They just do not want to level up. They just don't. And I just can't do it. I just can't do it.
Everything looks fine with the lure.
Okay, do it.
All right, let's do this.
But you know what I mean. So I'm like, and now I'm you know, fighting like hell to get this little extra weight off me because I had went through, you know, a little situation that got the best of me for a minute, you know, mentally. I don't cap, went through a little bit of depression because some shit was going on outside of my control. Nothing I did to cause it, just, you know, dealing with foul ass people in Michigan caused me some setbacks. But I bounced back, you know what I'm saying? My body's bounced back. I checked my abs. I used to have 6, right? And they got down to like 2. Now I got 4. And then the other 2 coming back in. So, you know, I'm doing pretty good. And I'm taking my time with the working out because I like to work out when I have Mary on deck. I don't like to work out when I don't have Mary because I work out early in the morning.
I didn't think I'd catch something this
spend my
big.
time with Mary.
Stars
I work out
above.
in
That's
the
gotta be a
morning,
new
and
record.
I take a break and I work out a little bit more. Then I take a break and then I go and I rollerblade at night, you know, to get that extra burn off, so that I can get this excess weight off me because I don't want no diabetes. I don't want no motherfucking gout. I don't want, you know, no health complications. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit I want to do. I don't want to be like, you know, because I'm so overweight, I can't enjoy life. You know what I mean? Fuck that, man. I can't do that. As much as I love to rollerblade and ride bikes and, you know, be active and jog, if I got obese, I couldn't do that shit. But you know what I'm saying? That's what they push over here in America. Because they make all the nasty ass foods that are extremely bad for you. All the fake shit that has saturated fat in it, aka fat that doesn't melt off.
Well,
so
that
it
wasn't much of a
causes
challenge.
rolls of
That
fat
went pretty well.
and you know, stretch skin because it can't you know, burn off. That's what it's, you know, why it's called saturated fat. It's synthetic fat. It's shit that they create in the lab, and because it's so unnatural, your body can't dispose of it, and it just sits on your flesh, and then it causes health complications. They sell that shit for dirt cheap. It's like, damn. But when it comes to healthy shit, the price is off the chain, and they still making prices higher. And then we have a president that don't give a fuck about people underneath him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he rich, so he don't see nothing wrong with the current prices. He don't see inflation. There's nothing wrong with our prices. You know, we're not, inflation is not a thing. Nigga, what? The cost of living is scandalous right now. The cost of food is horrible. She used to be real cheap, like a dozen of eggs used to be like 40 cents, 50 cents. Nah, you know, it's $1.29 and shit. You know what I mean? A carton of milk, a gallon of milk used to be like $2.99. That shit like $5.49.
That wasn't much of a challenge.
Shit is
Nice, you
stupid
caught
high.
it.
And then bills is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They wanna, because America's so full of greed, aka sin, they wanna extort you when it comes to the cost of living. Like, why the fuck is my rent $800 and it doesn't include the lights and gas and the water? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, that should be included if I'm paying that much. And then that's for a one bedroom at some places, especially if you living in a good neighborhood where you can leave your door open. You know what I'm saying? Because in today's society, you really can't even do that unless you really in a rich neighborhood. You can do that because, you know, they ain't nobody gonna try that, and knowing that the police gonna protect and serve, you know, higher class neighborhoods. Luckily, I don't have to live like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bit
in
of a
fucked up
letdown.
neighborhood where
Nice
I'm
work.
worried about my safety 24/7. Like, I can't even walk down the street without, you know, feeling like, oh, I might get mugged, some shit. You know what I'm saying? I thank God I don't have to live like that. But you know, some places in the world is like that, where you can't really, you know what I'm saying? You can't really walk the streets at a certain time of night. You can't dress a certain way when you on the streets, no matter what time in certain places, because you're like, oh, you got on Jordans, nigga? Nah, you know, oh, you got money. You know, let me get that from you real quick. You know what I'm saying? And then if you, nigga, what? Then they up, you know, up pole on you, and
that wasn't
now you
much of a
got, you know what I'm
challenge.
saying?
You sure know
Pole
what
in
you're
your
doing.
face. Like, nigga, what? For some shoes? You gonna rob me? Oh my God. But that's how it is out here. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's sad. It's very sad
Reel
that
it in.
that is how some people are. But, you know, I mean, that's because it's so hard to live. And then you get these dirty ass people that wanna deny you a job, you know what I'm saying? They wanna waste your time. They wanna do the lowest amount of hours, you know what I mean? So people just turn to other methods that, you know, make them a quick buck. And, you know, I'm not gonna knock their hustle, because in the end, it's your choice. If you're gonna sell drugs, it's you got a choice to buy that shit or not. So if you buying it, that's on you.
I reeled us in a big
I
one.
just don't like what
That
it does
flapper
to
was
the
a true
environment.
fighter.
But I'm not gonna knock a person's hustle. I'm not gonna, knock a drug dealer's hustle because, in the end, it's the motherfucker that bought his choice. He didn't put the gun to the nigga head and say, hey, buy my shit. You know what I'm saying? All he did was provide the option. So I ain't mad at them,
All right.
for having the initiative to hustle. I just don't agree with that because the drugs destroys, lives. It really does. It fucks people up. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids' mothers get hooked on that shit. And yeah, it's her choice, but it's not the child's choice. The child doesn't want a mother that's on drugs or a father that's on drugs. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes that shit happens when the child has something. And then, you know what I'm saying? People become thieves to supply their habit. And now, environment that was once decent, now it's a hellhole because it's filled with junkies that steal and do all kinds of shit for cash just to supply they, fix. And then, the ugly side of selling drugs is that, if you get big time, you have to set, a precipice for how you do business. You can't, let people owe you money because then you ain't gonna never get no money if you let people walk over you. So you gotta fuck them up. They owe you money. And then too, if you sell in a neighborhood that got other, competition, they're gonna take you out because you still in their money. You know what I'm saying? You still in their potential business, which is stupid as hell. But that's how bullshit. So it's just like it's just a dumbass way to make money because you never get a peace of mind, even though you have a shit ton of cash. You still gonna be in hell because you gonna have motherfuckers that's out there to get you because they know how much money you're making, and you know what I'm saying, they want to get you out of the way so they can take your spot. So that's why I'm like, the drug game is just, it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's quick money,
Remarkable.
but it's
You're
a
top
short
of the food
life,
chain.
and it's just to me personally. I just think it's the dumbest move you can make because you just get no peace of mind, and it's too much hell to deal with. You know what I'm saying? You get too much hell for little pay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, no, like you make quick money and lots of money fast, and if you big time, you can make millions, but at the cost of what? At the cost of you having, countless dead souls on your rap sheet. So when you pass on, when you come time to meet your maker, and your maker be like, oh, so you remember how many people you killed with these drugs? You know where you're going, right? No, it ain't heaven, right? Yeah, yes, I'm glad you know, right? Boom. You know what I'm saying? Your next life, you could be handicapped him up, and the person that's taking care of you,
it's not bad,
beating your ass,
Could've been
and
worse.
smearing
You
shit
got
in your
something.
face. You know what I'm saying? You never know what your next life gonna be, but that could be your hell. You know what I'm saying? Your hell could be being reincarnated into a situation to where your life is just so unbearable, but you gotta deal with it because of the shit you did in your previous life. No one knows what happens when your temporary station, which is your flesh, expires. You know what I'm saying? Because the spirit is ever going. It's infinite. It just transfers into something else. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to the creator, and the creator can, choose to issue out new flesh or change into something else. And I'm like, God
we can get a
does,
good meal out of this fella.
We can make a real feast out of this bad boy.
blatant things. Like when people be talking about, they feel like they're a woman inside, but they're a man. I believe that's reincarnation. You know what I'm saying? I don't discuss. I'm not discussing other people. I just don't like that they mutilate themselves to change their image because of them being abused and mistreated by others because they are more feminine than masculine, even though they're males. It's like it's okay to be a male and feminine. It's very okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be you, but you don't have to go mutilate yourself to match what you feel on the inside to match the outside. That's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's
that
like
wasn't much of a challenge.
a self-kamikaze right
You
there.
caught it.
You know what I mean? Like, I could never imagine chopping off my stuff to be a woman. Like, what the fuck? I wouldn't even want to be a woman because they got too many problems. Who the fuck want to a hole that smells like hell. You know what I'm saying? Like vagina stink. Like natural vagina stink. Them motherfuckers smell horrible. So you know what I'm saying? Like why the fuck would you want that? And then you bleed out of that shit that causes you cramps, headaches, you know, frustration, bad attitude, headaches. Who the fuck want that shit? You know what I'm saying? I don't. But you got these dumb, fucked up ass males that be so fucked up in the head to where they want, you know, they think they really are women. It's like, nigga, you not a woman. You wasn't born a woman. So why are you trying to take that right away from women? Why are you trying to compete with women when you're not even a motherfucking woman? That shit is disgusting. Them the people that I don't like them kind of games. Like them, you know, them the ones I call real fags, because it's like, why would you disrespect a woman like that? Like, why
I reeled
would you
us
do
in a
that
big
to her?
one.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That fish put
You
up a
trying
fight.
you
Good
dress up
catch.
like when you put on a wig, you put on lipstick, you put on eyelashes, you put on makeup, and then you talk down to a real woman. Like, bitch, you mad because I look better than you, mad because I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm prettier than you, mad because I'm more of a woman than you. You could never be more than a woman than an actual woman. You could never. No matter how much makeup you put on, how many wigs you put on your fake ass, you could never outclass a real woman.
Reel it in.
Even if she an ugly bitch, you would never look better than her because she's in her natural state. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, and I feel like I don't understand why. I do understand when women hate them. Some women hate them kind of men, them kind of bitch ass niggas. I understand that. Like, I don't like them motherfuckers either. But what I don't understand is why the ones who, you know, don't act like that, but do dress up like drag queens from time to time. You know, those is the ones, you know, that be like cool because like they don't have any intention. The ones who don't have no intention on getting a sex change, they just like to dress up and honor women. Those be the funny ones, the cool ones. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Like I know a couple.
I reeled us in a big one.
People like I know
Can't believe
one
you
that
caught that with
she
the rod.
performs at a
Amazing.
club. Her name is D'Angelo Shoshana. Now she real cool. I don't know why she did the whole change from male to woman, but she not like that though. She don't think that she better than no bitch. She don't compete with women. You know what I'm saying? That's just who she knows she is. You know what I'm saying? She embraced her feminine side and, you know, modified herself
There
to
we
meet
go.
that image. You know, that's in the inside, which is cool. Like I said, I'm not throwing no shade. I just wouldn't do that to myself if that's how I felt inside. If I felt like I was a real feminine guy and I felt like I was, you know, meant to be a woman, you know what I'm saying? I would just deal with that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do no alterations to myself because I'm not gonna chop my dick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. And I don't want the female problem. You know what I'm saying? But some people, you know, don't like the inconsistency. They want to feel whole, so they go and do that. And I understand that, and that's when I feel like that's
Anybody
where
could reel in
reincarnation
that.
came.
You
into
sure
play.
know what
Like,
you're
they was
doing.
reincarnated, you know, to be, you know what I'm saying, a male. You get a second chance in life, but they don't even appreciate that. But you know, D'Angelo Shoshana, she's a cool one. You know what I'm saying? She throw a hell of a show. It's always live, you know what I'm saying? And
I've got something.
she real cool. She even came and supported me at some of my jobs and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Because I met her in person going out with some females to a club before. And I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? You know, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's one of those clubs. But, you know, it was still a good time. You know, that's one thing about people. Like, people be so quick to judge and turn their nose up to people that's different from them. You know what I mean? Like, you would never really know what it is to live if you always judging other people instead of just letting people be themselves and, you know what I'm saying, seeing where that walk of life may take you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
Well,
you know what I mean?
that
Let
wasn't
people
much
be
of a challenge.
themselves. But
You sure know what you're doing.
when they're not hurting nobody, when they're not, you know, destroying the environment or you know, love lives and shit.
I've got something.
Like, let them be themselves. You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to do that. So they want to control somebody else's blood life. They want to control somebody else's, you know, like their prosperity, they happiness, they self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? The way they look, what they wear, what they eat. It's like, dude, why is people so sick in the head where they ain't even got their own shit together, but they want to control everybody else's life? That's some of the sick things these motherfucking politicians be on. Like dumbing this weed thing over in Virginia and Texas. They want to control people's lives so much that they want to make all these bullshit ass rules about a herb that's actually medicinal and you know, to people's lives. It helps with stress. It helps with
I see you've got even better at
glaucoma, cancer, low red blood cell count. You know what I'm saying? AKA if you have HIV or AIDS. It helps with nausea, headaches. It helps with lack of appetite. You know what I'm saying? It helps with deprivation. You know, you get so many perks from smoking marijuana, and yet they over in Virginia, they trying to make it so hard just to buy the shit. You can't even buy hemp products, aka wrapping paper. They got hemp in it because they want to control how other people live their life, and yet they supposed to be hearing what the people wishes are. And if the people want to live their life with weed in their life as legal, they supposed to honor that. That's what the government is supposed to do. They supposed to hear the requests and wishes of the people and accommodate them. They just supposed to ensure the safety and the prosperity and the well-being of people, not control and dictate their life.
Bad per se.
But people don't take control and vote for the right politicians. They let these old ass, racist ass white folk rule the world, and that's why the world is in such peril now. Literally, look at Putin, right? He killing people over land that he not gonna live long enough to even enjoy. Once his candidacy is over, once they get president, all that shit gonna be for nothing. Just land he trying to conquer while he there to show control and for himself so he could be written down in history. But these innocent people gotta die at his orders. That's why I did not join the army or the military or the navy, because these are all factions that serve one person or a group of people that are corrupt. Not everybody as a politician is corrupt, but most of these motherfuckers is corrupt because they make so much money. They making 6 figures, 7 figures, you know, when it comes to their income, that they not on the normal level of regular people. So when inflation goes up, when the cost of living goes up, because they done made so much money, that doesn't affect them. So they don't give a fuck about people that are working 9 to 5s. And yet people keep voting for these type of motherfuckers to be in office. Why? But that just shows you how much people do not educate themselves. They just don't. That's why I didn't vote for a lot of the politicians that are in office now. You know, because I did my due diligence. I looked at their history. I looked at their family. And oh shit, yo, damn, yo, she used to have a plantation. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hell no, I can't vote for you. No. Me as a melanated person, I vote for you, period. You know what I'm saying? Even if you talking all that good shit, I still can't vote because I know your history.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
But people don't do that. They just, they look at the commercial. Oh, okay, you know, he looks nice. She looks nice. She sound good. Oh, well, yeah, I was just, man, I was talking to my girl about that shit, about you know, affordable housing and shit. Well, this politician said they gonna fix that. Then they get in office and they don't do shit, but cause more problems. Like Governor McGratchy. This bitch ain't it for Michigan, but cause more problems. And the amount of corruption is just escalated. When it comes to unemployment, it's all fucked up. And her name is on every documentation when it comes to unemployment. And yet people have been scammed out of their unemployment, and yet she ain't do shit about it. She sold, sell and sold. You know what I'm saying? All she is just a fake. She don't, and then the ugly ass face on top of that. She don't do shit for the. But that's what it means to be a governor, is to be a person of the people.
Well, that wasn't much of a
That's
challenge.
what the government is
That went
for.
pretty well.
It's for the people. It's in the Constitution. People are just so fucking stupid that they vote for the most fucked people, and then they wonder why the world is fucked up. You voted for these niggas. That's why. For corruption. This bitch, she out there, she doing commercials, you know, on the news, shopping. But when you go down in Detroit, the homelessness is just sad. It's like people of all shades and colors, you know, all minds, different mindsets. Some mind on, some, you know, are still, but they can't afford the cost of living, so they on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because they mind is so gone, they don't take care of them, so they don't know how to read and write. They don't know how to, you know, ask for by filling out the applications. They never was taught how to use a computer, since most of the stuff in today's society is electronic. You know, they just left to fend for themselves. It's just so fucked up out here. It really is. That's why I'm like, you know, America is overrated.
Boy,
in some places.
That's a bit of a
in some
letdown.
places, it's
Could've been
amazing.
worse.
Like,
You
I
caught
love
something.
Southern hospitality in East Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That was amazing. I like, even though it's racism out there, I didn't encounter it. I had a wonderful time, and all my friends happened to be snowflakes, and they treated me like royalty down there. So, you know what I'm saying? I know that there is a lot of good people in the world, and I know that it's a lot of good places in America that you can
Reel
go and
it in.
thrive in. But I also know it's a lot of fuck shit in America too that they try to hide. President threw the shit in y'all faces, like all the dumbass non-native people that voted for this motherfucker. He stated that he was gonna make America great. America was never great because it was built on white supremacy. That was him telling people that was racist that, hey, I'm about to make it good for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to make it good for us again. I'm about to put on top of the map again. If we look at all his affiliates, when that shit happened down there, I forgot, was that Kentucky or
Boy,
somewhere where
that's a bit of a
they
letdown.
drove
Maybe you
that
could
black
keep it as a
charge
pet.
through a crowd of people, and then he took pictures with the motherfucking racist ass people that was part of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then the racist people that marched through the White House, he gave them pardons. Then people that had slaves, they
All right.
but gave no reparations to black folk. Then this motherfucker gonna say that, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna bring factory jobs back to non-native people. Who the fuck wanna work in the factory? Who the fuck wanna spend the majority of their time in the factory? Okay, factory jobs, you spend 10 or 12 hours in there. 8 hours if it's a very powerful, like Amazon, where you can make your own schedule. But if Ford, Chrysler, oh, it's a guaranteed 10 hours. The big three, you definitely working 10 hours.
Anybody
That's
could
half
reel
your
in
day.
that.
Guess it's
Gone. And then
important
you
to
working
stay
4 to
calm.
5 days a week. So you literally a slave. In the worst way, because when you leave, most of the time you leaving from them jobs, you don't have energy to do nothing else. You don't want to do nothing else. And then you don't have time to do nothing, because when you on your off
got a
day,
lively
you gotta
one.
wash your, you gotta, you know, cook you dinner, you know what I'm saying, meal prep if you don't cook before you go to work, you know, it's just shit to deal with. And I know, because I watched a woman who you know, she blessed me. I was younger when I had moved out of my parents' crib. She let me come stay there, and she worked there for her. You know, she let me come stay with her, and she worked there for her. And I was just see how she would do, and hated her job, even though she was a back-breaking type shit. She still did 10-hour shifts,
I did
and
it.
she didn't have
But
a
I'm
lot of
not gonna
time.
quit now.
Remarkable.
She would go to
On
work
top
at
of the
3
food
o'clock in the
chain.
morning. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Get off around 11 midnight, right? She would spend time with her little man, whatever, and then come home. And then, you know, before she go to work, she'd be up like at 12 or 1 o'clock in the day. And she'll do her little meal prep. She'll cook her little, you know, dinner or lunch, whatever. Dinner and lunch, because most of the time that's at work anyway. And then, you know,
There we go.
put her clothes in the laundry, put them in the washing machine and the dryer, put them in the dryer, then head out. You know what I'm saying? But majority of her day was consumed with work. No, I ain't trying to live like that. No. I don't even like working for people anyway. And I damn sure ain't gonna be back-breaking, you know what I'm saying, for another motherfucker who making millions while I'm making... No, I'm straight.
Well, that wasn't
If I
much of a
can't have an
challenge.
office job,
That went pretty
I'm
well.
on it. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm not, and if I can't do something that's not back-breaking and make what I need to make to sustain myself, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so fucked up out here, man. It's just it really is, and I'm just like, man, like the way the world is right now, it's crazy.
Reel it in.
Part about it, The Simpsons, like they must have been psychic because they had predicted this outcome when it came to who our president was going to be and the course of the world. Like they said there was going to be a war after that, you know, DT became president, and that's what our world is at war right now. The Ukraine and Lebanon and you know what I'm saying, other places. It's just like, man, this shit don't make no sense.
Well,
All because
it's
of
not
greed.
bad per se.
Maybe you
All
could keep
because
it
of
as a
greed.
pet.
Sin. But, you know, again, people don't educate themselves. They just to what the fuck somebody
Is that
say
the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
who ain't even got the credentials, you know what I'm saying, to be trusted. They run with that shit.
Hi, Hoodle.
Oh Lord. Please, you know what I'm saying? If you plan on showing up, you need to hurry up. 'Cause shit is really fucked up right now.
Leave me alone.
You picked the wrong fight.
Look sharp.
Like really fucked up right now.
You're finished.
Tiger blade.
Sword Lane Alpha.
It's shit hard to live your life. You have to work majority of your life. Just what kind of fuck shit is that? And that's if you don't become rich. You know what I'm saying? And in a decent amount of time. And then the cost of everything is so crazy.
Rising Falcon.
I'm like,
Don't
oh
push
no.
yourself too hard.
But
Man, this place
you know,
is thick
to each
with
his own.
foliage.
I just
No.
know, me personally,
Feels like we're going to be swallowed up
You
by
can't
all
okey
these
doke
plants
me.
if we stay in here.
I'm straight.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree,
I refuse
but maybe now's
to
not
be,
the best time for Elda Menancia
somebody's, you know, motherfucker puppet, and that's what a lot of people are. They just or crash dummy, you know. They just let themselves be
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my
used
shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it.
If they run,
Leave it to you.
because they don't educate themselves. And that's all you gotta do. You just, you know what I'm saying? That's why they make it so hard for you to learn things. That's why they're like, oh, you know, in order for you to be, you know, accredited for what you know, you have to go get a bachelor's or associate or a doctor. You know, if you want to become a doctor, you have to go and spend so much time in school. You gotta dedicate like 6 to 8 years of life just learning some shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's to be a doctor. You know, that's like, damn, like, what? That's a long time.
It's over.
And they'll let you go and have no money for to pay for that shit. Oh, you hit. But they make it so expensive just to further your education. So expensive in America to further your education. And the better the school, the more you gotta pay. Especially stuff that's like of high value, like art. Oh man, you coming out of ass for that. Like Full Sail University, you talk about $60,000 to $80,000 for 1 year. Damn. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. You don't even make that much, you know, in 1 year from a job because they take out so much in taxes. So it's like, damn, not only am I being robbed, you know, I'm working to put money in somebody else's pocket. AKA when they take out taxes. That's the government taking out of your pocket. When they already got everything else so fucked up. They got the cost of living so fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They got the cost of food expenses so fucked up. But then they also tax you out of what you make. That don't even make sense. If I'm working, why are you taxing me? I can see if you taxing me on the stuff I purchase. Okay, that's understandable. But you're gonna take money out of my check? They should have been abolished that. They should have been rid that out of, you know, out of having a job. Like people have so much more money if they didn't take taxes out of your check. But they do that, and then they don't want to treat you like you ain't got no rights, especially if you melanated. Like what the fuck? That's why I'm like, man, I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out on that shit because it just don't make no sense. They really don't. But hey, that's how it is. That's what it is.
We make weapons with this?
I'm like, man, what the hell? But what? I'm gonna go back up because she didn't say nothing. Oh. I see you.
It feels like I'm melting.
I can...
It's all this.
What's in it?
And where do you...
What about...
Yeah.
Well,
But, you know, I know I sound so pessimistic right now. And kind of like I don't like, you know, but that's not the case. I'm just, you know, being real what the fuck is going on, man. It's just crazy. And people just don't take the time to learn shit. I just don't understand. Like, it's not that hard to read shit. You know what I'm saying? You can, especially with technology, you can have things read to you.
you're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
But anyway, I ain't tweaking. I'm just saying, man. It's just sad that this is the way of the world right now. Just nobody want to be courageous enough to change it, and, you know. And then melanated people don't want to get involved in politics. They don't want to become senators, governors, you know what I mean, and presidents like they should. Change the world. This shit is not it. It don't make no sense. That's why the world is so fucked up now. The way things run. It's getting around these dirty ass, racist ass white folks that run the world for so long. This one got so fucked up.
In an instant! Impact block! You're mine!
With natural energy!
But again, I'm not racist. I'm just stating facts. It was dirty ass black folks that fucked the world up. I'll say that. You know, it was brown
Small
things
but
that
a victory
fucked the world up.
nonetheless.
You know what I'm saying?
We have a long way yet to go.
At least say that. But you know, as you can see, when you're looking at history book, right? All the previous presidents up until Barack Obama, what color were they? All the state senators, you know, the Republicans and the Democrats, majority of them are one color. You know what I'm saying? So, facts is in history. But, you know, I'm just like, for the ones who just, you know, think that they so much better than wrong. That's what I'm saying. Once you don't have that kind of bias and that mentality, you know, I love and appreciate y'all because, you know, a lot of my good friends, some of my, you know, best friends, like Matthew Burgess from East Baton Rouge, you know, Snowflakes. He was like a godsend, you know, when I was in LA. Because he just showed so much love, and if I ever go down there again, I'm gonna try to see if he's alright. Cause I don't have his number, and I didn't. I had it on my other phone, but I lost the phone. So I'm just like, man.
I owe you one.
I feel so bad because that was my boy. Like that was my bro.
Could have been worse.
He was such a cool dude, and I had such a good time hanging out with him, man. He showed me so much love and support. So, you know, I know everybody is not fucked up, and I know everybody ain't racist. It's just, there's a lot of people that are, and it's sad, you know. It's really sad that you would be racist because you can learn so much from other people, and it's like, you know, why would you deprive yourself of knowledge and experience and good times like that based off of ignorance? Why? All you doing is hurting yourself when you're racist. For real. And then every time you hear a racist person's rhetoric, they be dumb as fuck. And then you go look up their history, they life, they got a whole lot of fucked up shit going on with what they done in life. The dumb ass shit that they done done. You know, contradictory ass shit. That's our target. Fraudulent ass shit. Every time. Every time. No cap.
You're mine.
It's like, damn. Like, who you really mad at? You know, because it really sounds like you kind of, you know, mad at yourself because the way your life looking, the shit you got going on. And that's why, like, because I was on Instagram the other day, and it's this lady. She's a attorney. She served in the Air Force. And, you know, she exposes a lot of racist people. Like, she puts them on blast and pulls up, you know, stuff about their life and puts it on Instagram. Like, she, you know, that's her little hobby on the side. And I'm glad she does that to expose how fucking stupid and fraudulent these people are, because they like to bash brown people, you know, people that are considered to be black, and their culture, you know. Like one of the things one of the pastors was talking about was about how black culture exploits women and how it's affecting them. Now that, I'm like, you know what? I detest how rap, what he didn't say black culture, he said rap culture, which is true. That is true. That, I give him that. You know what I'm saying? And when he said that, I said, okay, touche. But he was going on about, you know, how he didn't like interracial relationships, aka white men with black women, or black men with white women type shit. But yeah, he married to a whole motherfucking Mexican bitch. You know what I'm saying? And it's just be shit like that. Like, dude, what the fuck wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, so it's okay for you to go outside your nationality, but nobody else can date outside their nationality. And why the fuck is people consider nationalities in the first place?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't
we all
be
human
easy.
beings. That
We
was
should
just a
rest up
social
here before
construct
pressing on.
to segregate people. But people
But
so
what about
fucking
Xion?
stupid.
She's
They
waiting
don't
for
think
us.
outside of the box.
All the more reason to
But
conserve our energy.
anyway, I gotta get something to drink. I'll be right back.
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a what follows, namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
We got a big ass party or some shit. Oh, that's what they do. Yeah. Man. My bad. I had to get some water. I'm over here. I'm over here motherfucking drying out. My parents was here, but they left. I think they went to my cousin's because they live close by, and really my cousin lived next door to me, and he had music playing. I could hear it. I don't think it picks up on the headset because I'm inside the house, and it was banging before I started filming, but he turned it off. You don't hear it anymore. But when I look outside my bedroom window,
so Alfin, 300 years, huh?
It's packed.
Care to share the
it's so
secret
many
to
cars
such a
out in
long
front
and
of the
healthy
house,
life?
and I know they for him because you know he had the
Once I
music
left
playing and he
Lennox,
has
the
all that
next
shit
thing
set
I
up in
remember
his
is
yard.
waking
But
up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
you know, I'm chilling.
I've heard there you.
It's so hot
Like this.
outside.
What do you mean?
If
I don't even want to go out there.
Doha.
Forgive,
But
she. Is
I
it
like to
me?
work out in this heat though.
Well, complicated.
Because it helps
Sorry.
me burn a lot of calories
Hold on. And you were...
I get
real fast.
So
The reason
Like that's
he
how I
lost all
dropped
his
so much
memories?
weight. And I'm
All
almost
but
back
a
to where I
select
used
few
to be.
strong ones, so
But,
deeply ingrained in his psyche
you know,
that he saw them in the
I ain't
form
been
of
really being
dreams.
pushing it like that because
It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask
I
numbing
just
his
been
sense of
taking it
pain,
easy.
too.
It's
because I'm
certainly
like,
possible.
you know,
As for how,
I know-
wouldn't know.
I don't like
but
to
the
be
dampening
rushed.
effect on his psyche
And I don't
could
like
have
rushing through
manifested
anything.
itself physically as well.
and I'm trying to build up my strength, you know,
I'm sorry
the
for
proper
saying
way.
that you
When you
right there.
overexert your
It's thanks
body,
to you that I feel like I'm
you know, your body starts to malfunction.
finally getting somewhere with all this.
You have to gradually
No apologies necessary.
build your body up.
Reading others' feelings
You know,
has
take your
never
time.
been my
Do
strong
it at your
suit.
own comfort level.
So he finally admits it.
As long as you keep at it, you get better and better. And this I
really
know
hope Sheila's
because
okay.
I get
you know I rollerblade, and I literally watch myself like get so out cold on my rollerblades. Like, you know, I can moonwalk 2 different ways on my rollerblades. I can juke a little bit. It's hard to just fuck to juke on rollerblades, but I can juke a little bit. I couldn't used to jump off of shit. I could jump off of stuff. Only thing I don't do with the blades I got is grind. I don't rail grind because I don't have my 2 wheels taken out, and I don't have the little I don't have my blades custom, so I can grind. But you don't have to
you're
be custom,
concerned.
but you can.
But if you don't rest when you
But I don't
can,
like taking that
you're going
chance
to regret
because
it.
She's right.
you know, all it take is you to fuck up one time and you break your ankle or your whole ass and it's over with. It's over. I cannot afford that. I cannot afford to be out of commission right now. So I don't fuck around like that. But you know, I do do everything else though. So, you know, it's just yeah, I need some EXP. I need
Done.
to get up to level 35.
This is sure to give the others some much needed energy.
I'm gonna take a shower too. If I stop broadcasting, that's why, because I would take a shower, and I probably sit out in the shade. Like we have this patio out the back door entrance of the house that's humongous. It's a big ass patio that's like it's pretty big as fuck. Like it's got a wooden, well, we had a wooden bench and now we have a plastic one, and two patio like cushion chairs, a wooden table, as well as the bench, another wooden bench, that's two-seater, two barbecue pits, you know, all by the patio. So when we come, when we come out, it could host like a good 10-20 people just in the patio, and then the yard is humongous. Like I didn't, thank God I didn't grow up in poverty, you know, so I thank God all the time. Like I literally, like when before I go to bed at night, I always thank God, you know, and you know, God has humbled me, even though I don't have a allegiance to any religion. I don't support that, because religions is cults. I just praise, love, and you know, I welcome God into my life. So, you know, because God, I know is real. Like I've been through some stuff, and because I prayed, like I almost died, and I had a P-Witter gray Firebird, 2000 model, a T-top, and I almost died. Like if I wouldn't have prayed and I wouldn't have reacted as fast as I did, me and these two other people would have exploded in my car, because the Pontiac Firebirds are made out of fiberglass, and I was going like 80 miles an hour, and the freeway came to an end at a red light. I didn't know they had made modifications that much to the freeway that I used to take. Like I didn't go on the freeway for like 5 years going this direction, literally, because I usually every time I go on the freeway I go south. But this time I was going north because my ex-girlfriend, I was going to pick her up so we can go to this club called Electricity, and I was like, man, you know, I'm running late. I told her I was gonna be there sooner. Let me hurry up. And I'm, you know, pedal to the metal, and I'm off the sauce. But I strongly suggest you don't live your life like that. Like, please do not do dumb shit like I did, which is drink and drive. And I did. And when I almost died, I told God, I promise, I said, Lord, I would never, ever in my life do that shit again. And I have not drunk and drive since then. Because we are literally, like, I thought we was dead. Like, it was some scary shit. You know, teach his own, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, it's not a good idea to do that shit, and all it's gonna do is cause you more setbacks. So leave that shit alone. But damn it, which one? Okay, I don't know how to stop. All right, but yeah, and I was like, man, you know, I must have been tweaking, because it was like, how, you know, like literally I couldn't stop the car. I was speeding, and I was like, Lord, please don't kill us. The two people I had in my car, one guy named was Chad, and the other chick was named Amanda. And I was like, they were screaming in my ear. They was like literally, like they thought they were about to die. And I was like, oh God, I was like, Lord, please, I don't want nobody's death on my consciousness. I don't want, you know, nobody hurt. Do not let this happen. Please don't let us die. And I turned the wheel, and I magically and ironically, because the two lanes of traffic, right? It was, you know, one light, but there was two lanes of traffic, because it's like when you go up the freeway, there's the traffic that's coming from the other side. Like, you know how when you merge onto off the freeway, there's always that little lane, not always, but it's another lane that's not on the freeway. It's like, it's the lane that, like, it's the main road, but traffic comes to the same light that you come to when you coming off the freeway. Like, you kind of just merge into that one lane, and you in that one lane with the traffic that's already off the freeway. That was how I almost got killed, because it was two lanes. It was the lane of the two cars that was in front of me that got off the freeway, and then the lane next to me was the two cars that was on the side. I forgot what they call that, but on the main road that merges from the exit ramp, it was two cars right there, and they were so closely together. Like, I'm surprised we squeezed through that, because literally, like, I don't know how I just don't know how we survived, because, like, my car, the model of it, the front of it was pointed, and then the body was slim on the sides, and luckily my fender on the back, like, it had like a little what the fuck you call them things, the wind breakers, that, like, the little thing that's on the, you know, on the hood that, like, captures the wind, had one of those on there. And I you know, I was able to squeeze through both lanes of traffic and run through the red light, and I stopped before oncoming traffic hit us, and I bagged up and let the cars go. Even though I was still through the red light, once the cars went, I took off. So luckily no police was there, because we had liquor in the car. And but this was long time ago. This was long time ago. I was like 20 something. You know, I'm way past that. Like, nah. In my early 20s, like 22, 23. So, you know, I was being young and dumb, and that was the scariest shit I ever experienced in my life. And I said, okay, I learned my lesson, Lord. I'm not doing it no more. You ain't even gotta worry. I would never. So I didn't. Honest to God, I didn't do it anymore. And you know, I knew that was divine intervention after that. I just knew, because it was like, they were like, I thought we were dead, and then, you know, God reached out and talked to me, because, like, right after that incident on the news, they were like, you know, unfortunately, the same freeway around the same area, they had mentioned that 3 people had died in a Firebird. And I said, wait, what? But they said the color was red. Nah, it was gray. And I'm like, is that the Lord trying to, you know, send messages, subliminal messaging to me? Like, that was your ass, or it could have been your ass, you know what I'm saying?
The villagers
and then my dad, when I went to go visit my
from the
parents,
city.
was like, you know, that was you, dad, the freeway.
We're going in the opposite
I'm like,
direction.
nigga, what? What are you
Where there's
talking
a
about?
will.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm alive. And then I thought about, like, you know what, maybe, you know, maybe he told the truth. Maybe it's something to what he's saying. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta break through.
Because how would I know? How would I know if God is spirit? You know what I mean? So I just was like, you know what? Let me not play with my life like that. I just never had the urge to while under influence. So I don't do that. I stop. I try to keep my word. You know, sometimes things can happen where, you know, you can't keep your word. Like, outside interferences may happen. Like, say for example, you know, you like, hey baby, you know, I'm coming to see you. You know, I'm in Hong Kong, and you know, my flight says the estimated arrival is at 8 p.m. I'm on a plane now, so I should be there by 8 p.m. tomorrow. You know what I mean? I should be at your crib by 10 at least. But all of a sudden the plane get delayed, or you know that airline gets shut down or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really know. You just don't really know. You know, but stuff does happen that may prevent you from, you know, fulfilling your promise to somebody. But even still, I still try to keep my word no matter what circumstances I'm under, because it's just, you know, I want to be an honorable individual. I want to be a sincere, genuine
Over so
individual.
soon.
And I don't like to disappoint people, because I don't like to be disappointed. Like, I always think about how I feel when people should be, or how I would feel if this was to happen to me. And if I don't like that feeling, I don't try to force that feeling on nobody else by doing some fucked up shit to them, you know, that's gonna make them experience that horrible experience that I wouldn't want to experience. I don't do shit like that, because, you know, I value the integrity of my spirit. Like, I like having clean spiritual energy. Like, you can sense when a person has done so much foul shit over, you know, a long period of time, they accumulate this aura, like this miasma around them that just breeds negativity, and you can feel it. Like, you can really feel that they are not a good person. And, you know, you know what I'm saying? But that's when you really dive into your spirituality and you take the time to hone yourself. See, I took 2 years of abstinence where I did nothing. I didn't date, I didn't indulge in sexual intercourse. I was looking clean, you know, like, at one point I wasn't even watching movies. I wasn't even rapping, for real. And it changed, you know, my whole, like, everything. Spiritual awareness, it changed my ability to, you know, read people. It gave me discernment, you know, because when you don't indulge in things, you can see when other people have been corrupt by those things that they indulge in. Just by the stuff they say, their posture, their mannerisms, their mentality.
I think I'm getting stronger.
You know, so it's just like, oh man, you know, when you see people consume with the things that are not good for them, aka they sin, it just changes you. It just lets you know, like, you know, the Bible states that when you abstain, it purifies your soul, and that's true. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there's no truth into the Bible. But what I'm saying is, you know, that the stuff that they perpetuate in churches and the things they use to condemn and criticize people, you know, it's just ridiculous, because they try to use the Bible in such a negative way these days. And I, you know, deep down feel like the Bible was supposed to be information to better humankind and make their spirit, you know, pure as possible, so they can really strengthen their connection with the Most High, the Creator. And the only way for the Most High to, you know, enter your vessel or communicate with you is to, you know, have a clean spirit. And that's what the Bible does. It teaches you, or the information in the Bible, it teaches you how to, you know, channel God within you. But they don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't, they don't teach you that in the church. They try to play on your insecurities and your, you know, your bad choices in life. They try to guilt trip you or make you feel bad about who you are if you are homosexual or if you're bisexual, which is literally none of their business in the first place. It's nobody's business when it comes to sexuality. And two, the Bible states that no one can judge you for your sexuality, but they love to do that in churches, which is letting me know that that church is corrupt. Because if you truly are a person who believes in, you know, God, you don't criticize or judge people for their sexuality. You know what I'm saying? And you don't speak poorly of people. And the Bible teaches you, it says to speak gentle and respectfully to everyone. You know what I'm saying? If you are Christ. So if you are talking down about some people because they live their life a certain way, you know, you are not of God. And it's a lot of rat bastard bitch ass niggas out here that use their social media to put biblical scriptures online just to make themselves look better than everybody else who's out there just trying to live their life. God gives you a grace period to live your life. You know, foolish, you know, because in the Bible it says that God even protects the fools, right? That means those who lack of knowledge don't know what they do. That's being foolish. So, you know, if you are, you know what I'm saying, if God hasn't called to you yet, you have a grace period. Once God reaches out to you and shows you some things, that's when you are compelled, like that's your calling to, you know, seek out the information that you need to strengthen that bond with God.
What's this thing?
You know, you can always get closer to God before God reaches out to you, you know, for whatever purpose that God may have for you, or, you know, for whatever reason God may call out to you. But you know what I'm saying, you can do that early in life. But you know, when God reaches out to you without any doubt, like when you know God has reached out to you, like when you know in your spirit, like, oh, you know, because this particular thing happened, I know God is real, I never doubt that in my life. You know what I'm saying?
I bet it
that moment,
real refreshing.
that's when you have to educate yourself. You have to find out as much as you can and strengthen your boundaries and live accordingly. But I feel, you know, that I know in my spirit that the Bible was, you know, information taken from another source. And I want to get to the source, you know what I'm saying, and read that before I allow some text, some information that colonizers stole from other people and whitewashed it to control slaves, because that's what they did. The Bible was originally used to control slaves. It wasn't used to bring you closer to God. It was used to make obedient slaves. Enslavement spirit was so broken that they spirit called out for God. They were yearning for God because they're like, Lord, you know, what's going on? Why am I being treated like this? Why am I going through these heinous and horrible and horrendous things in life? What did I do to deserve this? Where are you? You know what I'm saying? They was praying for deliverance. And to keep morale high and obedience high, they used the Bible to control these people. In the Bible, it used to say to be a good slave. So I know that shit ain't for black people. I know. You know what I'm saying? Now, the righteous information that's in there, yeah, that's true because they stole it. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't sit there and commit yourself to Christianity because it's not real. That's the point. The only thing is real is the information of how to purify yourself, aka the teaching of how to abstain from sadly damning sins, the information about what's clean and unclean as far as food, because that shit make a lot of sense. Like, pigs play and piss and shit, so that's why it's an unclean animal. Catfish, you know, oysters, shrimp, clams, mussels, all eat shit. They call them unclean foods. Snakes, you know, because they slither. Anything that slithers on its belly or doesn't have a slit within the hood is considered to be unclean. And you can't even eat duck. Duck is a sacred animal because it has the ability to traverse through the sky, the heavens. So, and the Bible says not to eat duck or anything that can fly. But, you know, you fucking duck up. I would never eat a duck. I love ducks. And you know what I'm saying? And they are, you know, really divine creatures because they can traverse any terrain. Like that to be able to travel on any terrain. They can swim, fly, and you know what I'm saying, walk on land. It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Why would you shoot down a holy animal? You know what I'm saying? A sacred animal. That's what they are, a sacred beast. So, you know what I'm saying? Why would you consume them? And it states in the Bible not to consume them. Anything that flies, you can't consume. But people be fucking shit up that fly. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I just don't. I'm just like, man, I'm straight. I can't, you know, because when you go look at Jesus Christ, right, in America, what you see, a white man. Ain't no motherfucking way, just because of geographical, you know, accuracy, it's not possible. Because there wasn't white people over there like that. The whole Last Supper you see in America, everybody at the table white. How? When people over there was not white, they were Nubian, aka black.
Care to put that claim to the test?
And Arabic.
I'd love to, but I got this
and
thing.
Indian. So there's no way in the world possible they could be white. So I'm like, man. And in Russia, in 1400, they got pictures of the 1400s where the Jesus Christ and his mother is black. But they don't let you have access to their information over there in Russia. You know what I'm saying? Like their libraries if you're not from around there. They have strict, you know, and in Rome, strict restrictions about accessing their database of knowledge if you're not from there. It's like, why y'all hiding shit? And why do racist white people love to steal other people's identities? It's like, damn, y'all motherfuckers are so miserable, y'all don't want to be yourself, so y'all gotta steal from other people? That shit's sad. That's real sad. That you're not proud enough to be yourself. And then you have no history. Like, there's, and I'm not trying to be facetious or nasty, but look at the history of white folk, racist white folk. It's nothing to be proud of. They have nothing that makes them astonishing. They don't have anything that includes just a rhythm, like dance, like the Africans, you know, they shake their ass and they move their feet, they stomp the earth, you know, to the rhythm that they feel within their spirit. They manifest music just with the stomping of their feet or clapping of their hand or the beating of the drums and shit, or just, you know, they beatbox shit. You know what I'm saying? Naturally in tune with God's, you know, creativity, the ability to produce music and, you know what I'm saying, and sound. And they strong as fuck. They out there hunting lions and cheetahs and hyenas and shit. They in the most dangerous part of the world because their backyard is filled with sacred beasts that could kill them in an instant. And yet they move with no fear and hunt them and eat them. So it's like, you know, why would you hate on Africans? Africans is the shit. They are the shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't like some of their customs because I seen the Uganda village off of one of this model. She lives in Uganda and her village, but again, all Africans are not the same. And they see her calm down on their little mud hut. Ain't no motherfucking way you would catch me rubbing some shit on my house. Ain't no motherfucking way. And then, you know, they rub shit on their little gathering mat that they put in the back. I'm like, that's so unsanitary, so disgusting. Their whole house smell like shit. You got flies and shit around your shit. You know what I'm saying? That's so unsanitary. But you know, that's how they live. But that's dumb. You know what I'm saying? Not all Africans live like that. And it's different parts of Africa. And then they make Africa look so poor, so diseased, so impoverished, so, you know, out of date. But it's a whole lot of modern places in Africa that they don't broadcast on television. They just, because the television, a lot of the networks are controlled by racist white folk. So to keep people stupid as fuck about black people, they show the most horriblest shit they can show to imply that this is how fucked up Africans is or brown folk is, when that's not the case. It's just like there's poor ass parts where there's poor ass white people, aka trailer trash white people. You know what I'm saying? Most trailer parks is filled with white people, and that's what you call the low caliber white folk, the ones who ain't got money. You know what I'm saying? The trash white folk. That's what they looked out for. I'm not saying that's what I think about them, but you know, that's what they are considered. White people that live in trailer parks are considered trailer trash. They are considered the low quality white folk, the poor white folk. But, you know what I'm saying? And they mentality match it too. They wisdom match it. It's like, damn, you kind of stupid. You know, every person I see come out of trailer parks do be kind of stupid. But you know what I'm saying? That, you know, and that's a stereotype that's perpetuated where we come to white folk in trailer parks. That most of them are trash ass white people. That's why they call them trailer trash. But you know, is that true? I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen no rich white folk live in trailer parks. But you know, there's some out there. They had them double wide trailers, you know what I'm saying? But, and they think they doing something. But why would you live in a stagnant ass environment? Like, trailer parks don't have that many windows in the homes. You know, modern ones, they're switching up, but I still would never live in a motherfucking trailer park. Ain't no way. I'd rather live paycheck to paycheck, you know, in an apartment, than live in a nasty ass trailer park. Cause I just can't do it. I can't do it. It's too close to comfort. And all the trailer parks in Michigan stank and are filthy. So, you know what I'm saying? And then when you see the white people that come about them motherfuckers, they look dirty and stink. So I'm like, not me. And yes, there is some black folk that live in there, some brown folk that live in trailer parks. But again, those is considered the trash of the black folk too. Because that's something, you know what I'm saying? It's not, you're not, you know what I'm saying? You don't get accredited for living in a trailer park. You get, you know, looked down upon, especially if you a melanated person and you live in a trailer park. Oh, it's like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? I can't fuck with you. You a trailer park trash. You know what I'm saying? For real. But, you know, even though it's sheltered, it's still like, dude, like, dude. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? But, you know, to each his own. To each his own. Literally, to each his own. Because, you know what I'm saying? If that's how you getting it, if this is how you living, do your thing. I ain't gonna hate on you. But would you catch me in that bitch? Oh no. Nope. Hell fuck no. But anyway. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it. I just couldn't do it. But, right? People live like that. You know what I'm saying? And who am I to judge them? Right? I'm not judging. But I'm just saying that's the stereotype, that's the stigma that comes with living in trailer parks. And that's what they call, you know, those who live in a trailer park trash, trailer trash. Especially if you like, you know, and if you black, oh, you ain't getting no props. No props from the homies, no props from the Browns.
You must really like it, Alvin.
You just get the, oh no, this nigga did in the face, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? You went and, what? Why the fuck would you do, you know what I'm saying? Live in a trailer park, dude. Like, and then the crazy part about it is, a lot of trailer parks, the good ones, you paying just as much as you paying for the trailer that you would pay for an apartment. And at least with the apartment, you have access to a washing machine and a gym. You don't have that kind of access in a trailer park. Unless they get fancy nowadays. But I still wouldn't pay no money for that shit. I would never in my life. And I wouldn't date nobody from a trailer park. Because I know their mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've actually been around some. And they do have this stupidity that is uniquely accredited to trailer parks. Unfortunately. But, you know, again, I'm not judging nobody. I'm just speaking from experiences.
This might be some decent equipment.
But, anyway.
Anything that makes battles easier is
moving
okay
onward,
by me.
right? I just couldn't live my life like that. I just couldn't do it.
How much farther?
You know,
I don't
call it
think we're
foolish
even halfway there
pride,
yet. Hang in
whatever.
there.
Not even half.
Not me. Could never be me. But you know, do your thing. If you thriving in the trailer park, you know, hey, who am I to talk shit about you? I'm not talking shit about you. I'm just saying, it just ain't for me. No shade. It's just not for me. Cause I've been there. Like, I not living there, but I had a friend who did tattoos, you know, named Richie. And you know, Richie, he was cool with me. Like, he liked me and shit. Like, he fucked with me. He was going hard for it and shit. Like, we met at a hotel, we became friends, and you know, then we ended up sharing a room because I was staying in a hotel for a little while. And he would look out. You know, I'll go to work and I'll come back because, like I said, I was staying in a hotel for a while. I couldn't find an apartment, like, at the time. Because they had a time period where it's like, oh yeah, you know, now we're open for applications, and oh, we're too full right now. We're not, you know, accepting applications. I was going through that period. So I was like, damn, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do in the meantime, because I don't like to stay with family unless it's my mom and dad or one auntie. Like, she's my favorite auntie out of my aunties, but she has a lot of issues. Like, she has a good heart, you know what I'm saying, deep down. And she wants to do the right thing deep down. She wants to be a good person deep down. But she lets her emotions get the best of her. And that's the shit that makes her hard to deal with. And especially when and if she gets an attitude, she's extremely hard to deal with. Because she's super stubborn like her dad. And it's just like, damn, you know, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, auntie, you know, come on now. Like, you tweaking right now. You really tweaking off some shit. I need you to get it together. But, you know, I don't judge her because she has done a lot for me. And, you know what I'm saying, she has taught me a lot of things too. She is what you call a workaholic. She don't like asking nobody for shit, in which I respect her for that. I honor her for that. But she also has some fucked up ass habits. You know, that, again, I don't judge her for that. It's just that she didn't have the time or take the time to work on herself because her father's so fucked up. So her mentality, her priority was, let me get the fuck away from this nigga real quick, ASAP. And you know, once she got away, she didn't work on herself. She ended up getting involved with people that were not, you know what I'm saying, of the best quality, and it caused her to have some you know, personality setbacks, because once you get hurt by people that you choose to deal with, it makes you, like, you know, jaded and stubborn. Well, not everybody, because everybody,
I'm impressed how well balanced this.
differently.
Thing
But
is,
in her situation, she chose to move with this sense of, like, you know, fuck everybody else, I'm all about me. Which is like, that's not a good mentality, because you never know when you want to, you know what I'm saying, need someone or want someone to be merciful to you or considerate of you. You never know when you are going to be at the mercy of somebody else. So you should never have a fuck everybody else mentality. You should be humble and, you know, just be thankful that you are able to provide for yourself.
Careful.
And do things for
We've
yourself.
got company.
That's just my personal thoughts. But you know,
Doesn't
she's
look
not
like we're
that,
getting
she's not
past
that bad
without
of a
a
person.
fight.
She just makes dumbass decisions sometimes, and we all
Watch
make
your feet.
dumbass decisions.
Fall from here and
That's
it's
just
curtains.
human life, you know. I made the last person I dated, well, my last serious relationship when I was engaged, this other person, was a dumbass decision. The new person that I got I'm in love with,
So let's show it how wrong it is.
I just,
Trying to stop us?
you know, this person does dumbass shit, but in my spirit, I know this person is very loyal and very dedicated and committed. Just and it just pisses me off because this person puts themselves in dumbass situations for being, you know, a nice person to the wrong people that want to take advantage of, you know, the kindness and you know, be fucked up because they either racist or jealous, you know, in some form or shape. So they do shit to sabotage and be petty. I don't fuck with them kind of people. You know what I mean? Like, I hate them kind of people because it's like what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Why would you affect somebody's personal life that went, you know, and not only included you on their stage because they're sharing their stage with you, but it's also putting money in your pocket. Why would you fuck up what they got? You know what I'm saying?
Leave it to you.
That lets me know that you're a really fucked up person. What level is this motherfucker? Damn. Oh, this is rough. We get cream since we don't have her in our party. And I did not buy fuck, I gotta get her out of my party. She don't last that long. Oh, so we can resuscitate. Oh, okay. You see, he doesn't have him in yes! I'm about to beat you. He doesn't have him in a circle. So it's making it harder for us to fight this motherfucker. But I think I got oh, that's right. I can't use the fire sword right now. Okay. He's almost there. Stop. Bust this shit open. Bitch! Oh, she got close.
I'm ready.
Yeah!
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. Tiny and power. Sword rain out.
I'm merely doing what I can.
Glad you're on us.
That's man, she's so sucky.
Shine. Radiant light. Fruits of regeneration. Regenerate.
But you know, and yes, the person that I'm talking about is Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I said, I'm not racist. You know, I just hate stupidity, and I'm you know, speaking from facts that are accessible to everybody out there in the world if they choose to educate themselves, to stop living in ignorance. You know, better yourself, educate yourself, because all you do is hurt yourself when you live in ignorance. Literally, you have all the resources at your disposal that you can, you know, at your disposal where you can go and educate yourself about things that, you know, matter, instead of wasting your time, you know, with things that are irrelevant, like holding on to stupid ass stereotypes about different nationalities and creeds of people, or you know, dumbass social constructs that teach you to hate yourself and others, that kind of shit. Abandon them things and learn how to, you know what I'm saying, think for yourself. That's what people don't do. They don't think for themselves. They just let people tell them any kind of fucking thing, and then they get mad at the result.
You know that word?
When they realize the shit is fake.
Too much.
It looks like you got this one covered.
Oh, he do.
Here I come! Rending you are finished! I'm ready! Go! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
But, you know, it just don't make no sense. So I'm just like, man, Lord have mercy. Did I beat him with the thing on, the item thing on, or no? I don't know. I gotta see.
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistle made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've...
No.
You mean
But,
defeat...
You know, I'm just saying, man. It's too much.
Time here already.
Oh, okay.
Let's get going.
Sweet.
Shion needs us.
It's like, you know, it's too much stuff going on in the world right now to be hateful to each other. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? The world be so much better if people learn to love each other's differences and you know, appreciate each other's differences and learn off of those differences, instead of always trying to, you know, think that they're better than each other and you know, others is beneath them. It just doesn't make no sense. It just doesn't. It really don't. Not to me at least. But again, I can't tell no one how to live their life. You know, you just have to live it and you know what I'm saying, do you. But all I'm saying is, you know, if you're gonna live your life, why not live it to the best of its ability by learning from other people, by, you know, learning to love people's differences and oh, let me, ooh, I'm about to level up. I'm gonna fight now. You know what I mean? Cause you just, like, I had learned so much of my air defense. Like I had one friend named Muhammad, who used to work at Gamehead in a city called Melvindale. That's well, it was a Thriver.
It is.
A Thriver game store. And his cousin, you know, his cousin's owned like three of them. And he used to let me, you know, rent games for free and play games all day at the shop because he was so cool. His homies would come and they would hang out with us. And we would eat together and, you know, toss the football, the old pigs together.
Yeah,
and
I think we might be getting too strong.
It was like a blessing. It was like a God's blessing because I love how beautiful and how well kept Muslim Lebanese women are. They're so gorgeous, and the food is so fucking amazing. Like I love Lebanese food. Like they are Lebanese food is my #1 favorite. It goes Lebanese, Jamaican, because I love jerk. Jerk is so fucking amazing. I can't really say I like a lot of Italian because Italians eat so much fucking pork, and I do not eat pork, so I had to cut them out. Like I do love, pastas and lasagna, and stuff like that, but a lot of their dishes have pork in it. And when it comes to Chinese food, man, they eat so much motherfucking pork. And I was around a Chinese. I worked at Party City for a time, and the Chinese guy that worked there, he was one of the Chinese that wasn't some of the cleanest Chinese. Him and his mom, and they reeked the pork. Like they ate so much pork, their flesh had a pig stench to it. No lie. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's true. You are what you eat, and I do not. I hate the smell of pig. So I could never eat a pig ever. Like like when I was younger, because my family eats pork, some of and I was raised around it, so I had my fair share of bacon when I was younger. But when I educated myself, when I got to my adult stage, I was like, hell no, I don't fuck with pork. And then what solidified it for me was the fact that I was working in Belleville, Michigan. A truck hoarding pigs passed me, and the juices came out and hit my car window. Fucked me up. It was literally. I thought that I did not wipe my ass good or something. I thought that somebody had, maybe left a shit stain in my backseat of my car or something. I was tweaking out because I couldn't figure out the stench of the smell. The source of the stench, and it was like, damn, because it was like, I didn't know the whole time. As soon as I got on the freeway, this truck was behind me. Damn, this truck followed me all the way to Belleville, Michigan. I guess we were going in the same direction, but I got off and the truck kept going. But it was behind me at first, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck is that smell? Because I had my windows cracked, and I pinpointed, because when I looked behind me, I just saw a semi truck. I didn't know it was hoarding pigs, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the fuck is this smell? What the fuck is this smell? Tweaking. And then I come to find out, after I get ready to get off the freeway, it passes me by, and it is pigs. I said, oh no. That let me know. That was like God's, telling me, this is why you should not eat pork. You know what I'm saying? Because they wasn't in the mud. They wasn't in the mud at the time. The mud that pigs wallow around in, they piss and shit in that mud. And they walk in that to keep their skin protected from parasites. But remember, they don't sweat. So they don't get a chance to detoxify their flesh. Their flesh is literally soaked in piss and shit. And then pigs give a fuck about what they eat. You could put another dead pig in front of other pigs and then eat the pig. You could put a dead human in front of a pig and then eat the human. It's like no cap. And they don't have to be starving. They have an appetite. They just gonna eat it. Because pigs don't give a fuck. So, you know what I'm saying? I could never eat a motherfucking pig. I could never. With knowing what I know now, I could never eat a pig. But Chinese, pork is in a lot of their cuisine, unfortunately. And Chinese can cook. Like, I love vegetable fried rice. I love almond chicken. I love I love man, I can't think. My brain is shut down. Cause I'm really trying to play the game, and I didn't mean to rant. I meant to talk about the game, but I'm just talking because if my baby you know, my baby can know that, hey, you know, yeah, this is how I'm talking to you, you know what I'm saying? But in this situation, but, you know, because I'm not on the phone right now, and I like to, I really don't like having a headset on and talking while I'm playing the game, because it like my concentration a little bit, and I like to, I'm very, very competitive. I love to win. That's why I play fighting games. So, you know what I'm saying? When I talk, it kind of distracts me a little bit. That's kind of like why my combo is looking a little, you know, But overall, though, you know, I still could do both. But I just, you know, I just don't like that shit. I just don't like it. So, and I'm doing it because, like, you know, yeah, my baby, you know, the person I'm trying to build, you know, like, I don't know. I think watches my videos sometimes. I'm not sure. I don't know. Cause it's some videos like the person I'm in love with, you know, they own content too and other things in life. But we both like playing video games, and we similar games and different games, you know. So I don't know if this would interest my baby as far as the game type. But you know, if my baby does decide to watch it, they'll know that I was thinking about them while I'm playing the game. You know, I just want to be,
was that a new skill
you know, be
I saw
sweet.
back there?
Indeed.
But
well, sort of.
you know, and all the
Actually,
ones that
it's a family
support
staple
me too,
harkening
the ones
back
that show me
generations.
the other
Maybe you can just write all
YouTuber that
this
took
down?
had my back, and has been trying to like, you know, be a good friend to both of us, because they're cool. This person's cool with my baby. I don't know, because this particular individual, I think he's a nice guy. I just think he's a little insecure and needs to, you know, just be himself and stop acting. You know what I'm saying? And when I mean like call the face, I mean being scared to be, you know, himself.
Acceptable.
And then, you know, another thing is why I just kind of like pull back into it, because people are so fucking ignorant. If you are a beautiful male, like, or you have feminine features, they automatically try to think that you're trying to be a tranny or some shit. And I'm like, I do not wear women's clothes. I don't wear pantyhose. I don't wear skirts. I don't wear dresses. I don't wear fake eyelashes. I don't wear makeup. I don't wear wigs. You know what I'm saying? I don't wear foundation. I don't do none of that shit. Even though foundation doesn't make you a woman, I understand some people like to keep their complexion, you know, flawless, and I can understand that. But you know, I don't do all that shit. I don't do none of that shit, and I don't even like betraying, you know, God like that. Like, I feel like that is blasphemy, because if God creates you in God's image, why would you,
I'm pretty lucky.
you know, destroy that image by cutting off your penis and, you know what I'm saying, and changing the way you look? Like, that's so unnatural. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't appreciate what God did for you, so you telling God, no, you're right. So I'm about to go, you know what I'm saying, do some other shit with this blessing that you gave me. Because what people don't realize is it's a lot of people that don't even get born with, you know, 10 fingers and 10 toes, or the ability to walk, or, you know, to have everything intact, you know, whole body with no issues, you know, all their senses intact, meaning they can hear, you know, taste, feel, see. Some people can't see, some people can't, you know, talk, some people can't hear, and they born that way. But yet God gave you a whole package deal, and you gonna tell God it ain't good enough because you want to be something else that you wasn't born to be? Like, that shit crazy to me. So, you know what I'm saying, I don't, you know, I just don't condone that. But do I treat them different from me? No, I don't treat nobody with disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, Yangelo Show Shannon support me, and I support Yangelo Show Shannon, because she turned the motherfucking club down. Like, when she come out, it just be the best show. Like, she the only reason why I would go to this club is to see her. I don't go to see, cause like this club, it has all kind of shows. Like you have, and they have different themes and different nights. Like they had Arabian night for the Lebanese and Pakistani and different Arabic men and women that want to have a good time. They have fuck you Fridays.
Right.
Fuck the haters. We out to have a good time type shit. And it's a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? Even if that's not your scene, like I don't discriminate for different club environments. I don't care if the club environment is gay, lesbian, bi, straight, because really there is no such thing as a straight club. Because most people literally are bisexual. By DNA makeup alone, you are a bisexual because you are made of Y and X chromosomes. So you will naturally be attracted to somebody just by your DNA makeup, a pheromone alone. Social constructs try to teach you to hate yourself so they can control how you think and how you treat other people. But, you know what I'm saying? And that was all because of what? Fucked up ass white people. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the racists who created a fucked up ass shit as far as these social constructs and categorizing and boxing people in based off they sexual orientation. You know what I'm saying? Because it's nothing wrong like for a person to be gay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like who you date don't affect me. You know what I mean? Unless it's my wife, or if I say I'm going, marry a guy or something, or be with a guy, and you trying to date the person I'm with, then yeah, motherfucker, I'm gonna have a problem with that. But if you date somebody that I don't know, never met, I don't give a fuck. Be happy. I'm glad you found somebody that's gonna love you for you. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I support love. You know what I'm saying? I support unity. If you have somebody that makes you feel good and you get to enjoy your time with them, amen. Like, I want you to be happy. I would never try to sabotage your relationship. I wouldn't, imply, insinuate no foul shit that the person you love is cheating on you or did cheat on you. I would never do that because I want you to be happy. You know what I'm saying? I like when I see people in love, that makes me feel good. That lets me know that love exists, that it's real out here. But people so fucked up, they don't want to see you have nothing happy. They don't want to see you with money. They don't want to see you in your own place. That's how a lot are in America. Fucked up, selfish, greedy, fuck, and always in sad. But I don't let that shit bother me. I just tune them dumbass niggas out because I noticed that every person that done some spite, like is one bitch, right? She called herself being funny. She a little rapper. She was trying to throw shade and be subliminally disrespectful, implying that like she was cheating on me, right? Then this bitch got a nerve, right? Funniest shit happened. Like, karma is so powerful. This same bitch, right? She was doing all this little shady shit, throwing all this little, subliminal attacks, and her nigga bought her a motherfucking badass car, right? She done cook meals from niggas. She put shit all on Instagram and social media. Her man is that nigga, and that they so good together and they so in love, and then the nigga cheat on her. Made that bitch look dumb as fuck. I laughed so hard. And now I was not trying to be facetious at all, but I'm like, I think God wanted me to see this, because this same bitch was throwing all the shade at a nigga that she put on a pedestal, that she bragged about buying her car, that she made a whole track about, cheated on the bitch, and now she ain't with the nigga no more. I'm like, well, damn, God, you work fast in a motherfucker. So I just let God handle shit. So you know what I'm saying? You don't have to respond to people. You know, that's one of the things that I love Queen Bee about. Because Queen Bee, she one of the baddest bitches in the entertainment environment. You know, she done got Grammy after Grammy after Grammy after Grammy after Grammy after Grammy. I mean, ain't nobody in this world got as many Grammys as she do. And then she act. You know what I'm saying? She done got so big that she could put her own daughter on the stage and dance her choreography out. That's how cold she is. She ain't even gotta dance, but not only do she dance, but she also sing. She got her own fashion line, own liquor line, own hair care line. It's like, damn, is you trying for world domination? What the fuck do you want? You got everything. You know what I'm saying? She a billionaire, got everything, and she's still going. You know what I'm saying? And I don't consider that to be greed. I consider that, you know, drive. And I love her drive. Because even with a big ass family, right, and dealing with the shit she done dealt with over the course of time, she still stayed on top. Ain't nothing break her. Nothing.
In an instant.
And she's put on a record. These motherfuckers ain't stopping me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you go, girl. Oh, you a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? I love that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, you know, like, that should be motivation for all women to not only mind their motherfucking business, but concentrate on your shit. But it be so many bitter ass people that be in everybody else's business, want to see everybody else miserable, you know, want to see other people miserable and unhappy, and you know, want to see their relationship fail, and it's just like, damn, the fuck wrong with these? What the fuck?
Insane? What the hell were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
I'm like, what the fuck wrong with these motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? You're not happy. You so unhappy with yourself that you would try to fuck up somebody else's happiness and their love life. That's some sad, distasteful, disgusting, just shameful shit. But, you know, that's dumb. And they gotta answer to God. So, you know what I'm saying? Because God don't like that. It states it, you know, well, again, I don't live my life. I'm not a Christian, but, you know, I can believe that. I've been seeing it, you know. I've been seeing how my faith in God has affected those who have tried to troll me, fucking they shit up. You know what I'm saying? Case in point, the same bitch I'm talking about, nigga who cheated on her. You know what I'm saying? Not the Queen Bee. I ain't talking about her. I'm talking about the other bitch. You know, the rapping bitch that tried to throw shade, and then her man would cheat on her. You know what I'm saying? And now I ain't together no more. But you know, it just be shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
already?
I didn't even have to respond to you because look what happened. You know, ain't your nigga no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, why troll? Because you never know how God will humble your dumb ass. You just never know. So, you know, it's best to mind your motherfucking business and try to be the best version of you that you can be without fucking up nobody else's shit or fucking with somebody else in a negative way. Why you causing them, you know, irritation or hostility or, you know, a headache. But, you know, again, that's their journey with God, not mine. Because I know the Lord will look out for me. God has looked out for me in so many different ways. So I don't even worry about shit. Just, you know, I try to do what I can to be obedient to the Lord and be the best version I can be with the resources I got and with the things that I'm into, you know. And when I stray from the path of purity, if I feel like I'm straying, if my spirit say, oh, you fucking up, I always pray for forgiveness, and then I try to atone for that fuck up if I, you know, if God has blessed me with the wisdom to do better than what I was doing. If God shows me, hey, that's the error of your ways, then I will atone for that, and I will refrain, aka abstain from doing that particular thing that I felt like or God has shown me that's not right for me to do. But man, it's just sad that how fucked up people is. It's just so many fake ass people. Like, you not real if you troll. You not real if you in somebody else's business. You not real if you making fun of infidelity in a relationship with somebody else's. You not real if, you know, you not being honest about what's going on in your life. You're not real if you are deceiving people, you know what I'm saying? Or using people, taking advantage of people. You're not real. You fake as fuck. You're not real if you are, you know what I'm saying, lying to yourself about who you are or what you want or how you feel about things. You know what I'm saying? I can't live my life like that. It's not in me. I don't like liars, so I try my best to be honest as possible. Sometimes you can, you know, be caught up in a lie if your information is wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't take the time to educate yourself about the shit that you know, and you think that you know that, and you go and recite the information to somebody, and the information is not accurate, that's you lying. You know, it's not willfully lying. It's, and you know, that's still not, you know, like, except it's not conducive to a happy child. You know what I'm saying? You have to move with intention, and your intention has to be, hey, you know, I want to be a better version of myself. I want to learn. I want to grow. I want to be closer to God. You have to move that intention, but some people don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Speak to me.
What?
And then some people that be trolling don't even have them a person that they in love with, or even pays them any attention, or shows them affection, or you know what I'm saying, supports them. You know, my baby does support me. You know, with the things that they do, and lets me know, and I love that. I just haven't said nothing directly to my baby in a while because my baby in time out, because you know, when a person does shit that you don't like, you can't reward them, and I'm not doing it intentionally. I just don't like to speak to a person when I'm mad at them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to say nothing that I don't mean, or that I can't take back. You know what I'm saying? And two, you know, I understand my baby's situation, so you know, it's like, it wouldn't be conducive if I'm trying to build with this person. It's not okay to just, you know, lash out to somebody that you love if outside influences are causing the complications that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I'm like, yeah, it's some of my baby's fault, because you know, the people you deal with is a reflection of you. So if you're dealing with fucked up people, that means you fucked up too. But this person, you know, has been, you know, learning and adjusting accordingly. So you know, I'm not about to harp on that stuff and be petty about that stuff. I just don't, you know, want to say some shit I can't take back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to ruin my relationship with a person I love and I care about. You know, I don't want to do that. Like, I've already made some mistakes talking to my, you know, my own family in a moment of rage, and I had said some things that I just wasn't proud of, or felt like that was manly, or just, you know, something I should have done. I felt like that was a weak ass thing that I did in a moment of anger. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like that. I don't like to say shit that may tear somebody down or hurt them deeply, especially when they going through shit that they can't control. You know, that I be feeling like shit when I lash out. But you know, some people will put you in a predicament to where, like, you know, you be so mad that you won't realize, you know what I'm saying, that you done fucked around and nutted up on this person and said some fucked up shit. So you know, I'm just trying to avoid the unnecessary. That's all. And I feel like right now, you know, I'ma just be cool, get my attitude together, because I was still mad. I wasn't just mad at my baby for the little dumb shit that happened. I was also mad at other stuff that was going on in real life, and that's kind of like how the argument with some of my family members escalated to the way it went to. And you know, and I felt like, damn, I can't believe I said that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had prayed on that. You know, I'm like, Lord, please don't take me down that road no more, because I don't like feeling like that. You know what I mean? That's just not me. So for me to avoid being that kind of person and acting in that kind of manner, you know, I have to take time for me to cool down and, you know, regroup. Because in the end, all you really got is yourself, and then whatever family that fucks with you.
Not exactly.
And if your family don't fuck with you, it's really hard for you to,
wait,
you know, like, you know what I'm saying, do certain things. Like, yeah, you could do everything independently. Because I went and got my own apartment independently. You know, I got my own car independently.
What do you mean?
You know what I'm saying? I got all, you know, a lot of shit on my own.
Cut it out.
Without the help of nobody. Just me grinding. So I know it could be done. I know it could be done.
Yeah.
You know, I was working 3 jobs without my own residence at the point in time, because I couldn't find a place to stay. I couldn't find an apartment. And I was dealing with jealous ass bitches because one time I went to go live in Wyandotte with a friend named Ty. You know, he kind of looks like Zac Efron a little bit. I mean, now he's got a little more heavier, but when he was in shape, he looked just like Zac Efron. Real nice looking guy. And, you know, they were so mad because we wasn't a couple. We never did anything, you know, remotely close to being intimate. But we had like a kinship, you know. We got along great together. We had a good time, and you know, we both supported each other. And they seen me with me because I dress I won't say my style is androgynous, but I do wear some things that some people may think is feminine, like the boots I had on. Sometimes I wear like a shirt. Like, say for example, if I had this red sweater, this turtleneck sweater that I made until like a fall kind of like thing. I had cut the shoulders out, and you know, because it was like normal like punk rock, like high end, edgy fashion, you know, like era, and you know, I had like the wet look in my hair. With the like, I guess you can call it like, I don't know, because the necklace was metal. It was metal balls, but I don't know what you would. I don't know if that was like rock or grunge or a steampunk. I'm not certain. I can't remember, but. You know, I was rocking that for a minute, and I'm like, damn, you know, my style has changed so much. Like, I used to do tight and baggy, you know, tight t-shirt, big ass baggy jeans, you know, like skaters. Then I used to do the punk rock. Then I used to do gothic. I mean, I went all the changes, man. It didn't bother me. Like. So it's dying. So I'm gonna have to call it an end. back and watch anime.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Paletion.
Okay,
the
cool.
seat of Volron's power.
Not even on charge. I could
So
play with
that's
her
where
charge,
Shion's
but I don't
being
like that
held?
because it shorts the battery
Most
life. So
likely.
I'ma just,
Most
or at
likely.
least I think it does.
That is what I said, yes.
Palladians still are. So that's where we go, right?
I'm just gonna
Any advice before we head
wait
in
till
there?
this cutscene is over with.
No.
No?
And
In
it
the
say,
ancient tongue, Ganeth Haros means Fortress of Naught, though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind, you can't be too
but
careful inside.
you know, I
Speaking
mean
of
to
which,
rant.
just how are all
But
of us planning to get inside?
Again,
exactly?
it really was. I'm
It's
planning
not
this
like
to
there are
have fun,
any secret
you know,
passages.
and I was just
We've
doing
come
that
this
like to,
If there's no other way in,
you know,
I guess we'll just have
let
to
my
use the front
babe
gate.
be reassured.
Volron told us to come find him.
You
which
know,
means
that
he's
everything
expecting
is
us.
cool. I
Let's
just
do this the
need
old-fashioned way.
some time, you know what I'm saying, to me.
Land of water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances
But
were better.
anyway,
Sorry,
now
but we have
that
to push
I've
through for
reached
now.
my
Shion is waiting.
destination,
Yeah, I hear ya.
I'm gonna rest up.
I swear I've seen that castle somewhere before. Right. I remember
Good one.
Dohalim. Care if I hang out for a while?
I don't like.
I wanted to ask
I mean, I
you
like
something.
Ring
I'm all-
well, but
how much?
but
I'll make.
I don't know.
She would having to arrest. We are
You were
Like I like her, but
the
she
more you
just.
talk-
which is what.
I
Not
don't
that
know. Maybe I gotta.
I do believe it's about time that I retire.
Maybe I gotta play with her some more and use her combos and learn how to chain them together before I make my final opinion about her.
Shall we get moving?
But
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Ringwell.
Sorry.
Going though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every...
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies.
What? Law?
It's not like we weren't all fit.
That's still not...
All right, you two. Now that's...
Oh.
alright. Come on. Damn. Well, I mean, I like the story, and I read faster than they talk, so I'm just like, okay, come on. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to rush through it, because I'm really loving the game, but I do get annoyed when they take too long after I read it, and it's like, what the fuck? You know, why aren't you, moving along? Ooh. Is this? Oh, okay. Let me buy that. Yes, equip that. Yeah. Even though I don't really fuck with her like that, but she's in my party, so I might as well buy her what she needs. Cause I'd rather be ready than what? Not ready at all. Yeah, I need to. How many is 15? 1,800? No, 18,000. Alright, I got 100,000 left. What can I sell? Oh, I thought that said 20,000. That's why I said, man. But you know, it just be like, what's the fuck is going on with people? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. There's too much stuff going on in the world right now for people to be hateful and spiteful and, you know, and other people's business. Like, what the fuck? And yeah, I know some people just tease to make fun, but certain things you just don't do. You don't make fun of infidelity or imply that when you know the person is not guilty of that. Like, that's just some dirty ass shit to do to somebody. To play with their love life. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you really that depressed? You really, you know what I mean? Like, you really don't have shit going on with you? You really, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't find nothing else to do? Like, damn, you know what I mean? Yes, I don't want to level her all the way up, but then I don't use her. Especially when I could just buy this one after I get a lustrous astral crystal, which I know is going to be inside of this place. So I'm not going to buy that. I'm not doing that. Okay. Let me turn it off. All right. So can I?
Is it just me?
I noticed that too.
It's... At least, I'm trying to be.
That time I skipped.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring.
Not being subjected to...
Yeah, that long-winded way you have.
I think that's more of a person.
Really? In that case...
I was annoyed by this because like some of these skits have no relevance.
Something's on your...
Almadria was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that.
I see.
That's why I like her.
Besides,
I just don't.
part of me thought it served her right.
I just don't like
Don't
how
get me
easily
wrong.
she dies because you
had the
don't group people together like that. That's why I like some people. They have a bad experience
Rinwell,
with a certain
you've
shade
done
or
nothing
color
wrong.
of people.
You
They
didn't
would
give in
not
to the
fuck with
hatred
that
you
shade,
felt
that
for
shaded color of
Almadria.
people.
As for what
I
it
had
is,
one of the worst experiences I've
Or
ever
don't,
had
if you don't
with
want to.
Caucasian.
It's just an
when I
idea.
dated the
I'm
ex
still
that I was
searching too,
engaged
remember?
to. That was the worst experience I've had
and
in my
hey,
life. But then after that,
thanks, Kisara.
I had the other Caucasians that I dated was way better than me. So I know everybody's not the same. I know. My ex-girlfriend, the one I'm cool with, I call her my sister, you know, she's melanated, but you know what I'm saying? It's not because she's melanated that makes her a good person, at least good to me. You know what I mean? It's the fact that you know, she's just good to me. But alright, this is where I called it. But anyway, peeps, you know, y'all take care of yourself. Those who are watching the video and enjoying the video, you know, please like and subscribe. I do appreciate the support. If you do, you know what I mean? I know some haters out here, they see my picture and they think tranny, and you know what, dumb people can go kill themselves because I never ever tried to be with no motherfucking woman. I don't want to. That's just problems. I never want to bring on myself. No offense, even though I love women and I love, you know, the ones who take care of themselves and smell really good and are really beautiful and do the holistic approach, you know what I'm saying? I love them because they have this natural, nurturing, satisfying, gratifying, you know, fulfilling energy that makes you feel good around them kind of women. Like, you know, you want a good woman when you're around them kind of women. Dumb, I cherish. Those I wish was more prominent in Michigan, but you don't find a lot of women like that in Michigan. You find a lot of fucked up bitches in Michigan. Literally, you don't find them, you find fucked up bitches in Michigan. And then if you find a good one in Michigan, that is like a diamond in the rough. Literally. So, you know what I'm saying? It's rough out here. Because the shit that the women out here prioritize in a man or the shit that they value, it's just like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But you know, each his own. And on that note, like I said, I'm gonna tap out. I'm gonna let my controller charge, and then I'll probably play something tomorrow or the day after or whatever. But as of right now, I'm out of here. So, you know, again, peeps, take care of yourself, educate yourself. Please learn how to think for yourself. Don't stay in ignorance, because ignorance is not always bliss, especially when it comes to how you treat other people and, you know, consider other people. So, you know, do keep that in mind. And, you know, remember, knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have, the more powerful you will become. And the more you can change the world to be better if you move in that direction. So always keep that in mind. And remember, everything you do has a domino effect to someone, to something in life. So make sure when you choose to make a decision, that choice is to, you know, improve your quality of life or others' quality of life, as in a harmonious situation where everyone is coming together and it's leveling up, you know, in a positive with your actions, you know what I'm saying? Or just you contributing to society to make society and the world a better place, you know? Like, move with that kind of intention, you know? Because we gotta live in this world. So, with that being said, again, take care of yourself and peace out.